but time is not in his favor. He has a challenge, a shotgun close, and Wood's gonna get it!
Do some damage. Nikolai from the backside! Finds Wisdom again! It would be a big one. He's finding the first. Can he find it? Swing again!
What? Left in a 1v3, make that a 1v2. Make that a 1v1! Oh my goodness, Nitro sell out, and who's gonna stop him?
Hello everyone, welcome back to SCS6, which stands for nothing in particular actually. It's just called SCS6. I am joined by Mr. Benny AU Gold. I'm looking a little big. I gotta scan back a little.
You gotta stay back because
I'm looking massive. I mean, you know me. I'm making gains. But yes, Benny, it's an honor to be back with you, man. It's been like 7 years.
It's been a while. Yeah. We're both very old now, in our 30s.
No, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. But yes, Benny, we got some spice today. We've got some really strong teams playing. But first, let's recap what happened last week. Last week was pretty biblical. It was pretty, it's pretty funny. We had a Okami versus Carnage Company. Mikey played his best game I think he's ever played in any jersey. Mikey was ridiculous. Just look at him just running around his Ash. Incredible game between
CL?
That's what I'm saying. This was a CL game, basically. This was Okami and basically X-Livid, who's now known as Carnage Company. Like I said, Mikey, look, 17 kills you see there? Just running around. Just,
look at him.
Like,
he's murdering everybody.
Literally, where was this? Okay, you see him losing that 1v1 in the clutch.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. But, I mean, you know what? Carnage Company, though, came out swinging. Really strong performance. But Okami. Again, this is look Okami with Rice, Ryan, Matt Bomber.
Very different team.
Yeah, they're changing things up. But yeah, it was pretty it's a pretty enjoyable best of 3. You know, there's not a lot I could hate on. You know, I see some Oregon here. But unfortunately for Okami, I don't think they actually won this one. Nocturnes and Okami, or rather, not Okami. Nocturnes and Ariel was the other game. It was another CL game, basically, right? Except,
it's the Academy team.
Yeah, let me make the joke.
These are CL players, though.
I was gonna make the joke. I was gonna be like, well, yeah, it's Nocturnes Ariel, except it's not. The Academy team, you know, which if you remember from the quals, that's Frenchies and Company, and then they were. It's too confusing. I'm not gonna go through all the team names, but the Ariel Academy now they qualified. Maybe Nocturnes was a little bit too much. Maybe not. And then Nocturnes kind of flopping around here with their new rosters. Well, Sykes and. Sykes is still being Sykes. Nasty.
Fox is back.
Fox on locks, right?
Yeah.
And Sloppy's amazing. A class act. Yeah, this is just
look at them. Yeah, they had to say who won this game again.
Yeah, sometimes you know, it's like they're so competitive. You don't even remember. I don't want to spoil it. It's like I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ariel. Not sure.
Yeah, that's what.
Actually, no, it was Ariel. I saw the tweets. But yes.
Was it? Yeah. I was say because we saw like, you know, Mystic and, you know, Surf play, and we saw a lot of T3 teams or amateur teams beat some CL teams though, which is the important part of last week, really.
Exactly. That's why, like, you see the highlights or whatever and what we're talking about. Let's just see the bracket and let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about who won, who lost, what we're gonna be seeing today. So we're gonna be seeing, you see at the bottom, it's one shot AQUALIX. That's the Group B winners match, and that's gonna decide who goes, like, you know, good places to playoffs. You got elimination match as well. Eclectic and Soup going to be following up right after that. That's going to be good because I learned a lot about Eclectic at first. When I first like introduced them, I was like, "Who the hell are these guys?" Right? I asked some questions. You know, there's some new faces on the block, and they're going against Soup, who's obviously you've got storied T3 names like the Pack Rats and the Snake. Yep. So that's going to be a heartbreaker because someone from T3 is going to have their hopes and dreams ended. One shot in AQUALIX, another CL on CL action. But yes, without any further ado, let's talk about who's on like one shot in AQUALIX, right?
Yeah.
This shouldn't be like, you guys should know, right?
Unless you don't watch CL.
If you didn't watch CL or if you didn't watch the invite quals, literally like a week ago, you live under a rock. Yes, still one shot. One shot, played in Challenger League, played in the quals. They looked good. They finished second in invite quals to Parabellum, who's recently promoted. One shot put up a hell of a fight though. And more importantly, one shot in this matchup that we're talking about, one shot beat the brakes off of AQUALIX in Challenger League. They played. Yep. One shot beat the just beat the brakes off of them. You know why? Because AQUALIX had some injuries, and guess what? One Shot also has some injuries today because I believe Kilo's not going to be playing for the first map. It's going to be Jared, aka
it's Swaylin.
No, it's Kilo. You didn't get the memo.
I thought it was Swaylin. I thought.
No, you didn't get the memo.
I told you.
Oh, it's Swaylin. Okay, whatever. I hate you guys.
Swaylin's car isn't working.
I heard it was Kilo. Anyway, either way, it's gonna be Jared, aka Casanova, aka Chat Penguin Lips, subbing in there. And let's see if he has anchors in his boots. AQUALIX might get some revenge, Benny. Let's talk about it.
Let's see. Let's see who's AQUALIX today. They don't have any injuries today, though. We talked about CL. They had a coach in during their first time playing, but it's the full squad of Gasher, Exile, CZ, Afer, and Hat. And it's time for revenge. Like you're saying, they get a SWAT this time to obliterate One Shot when they have an injury. And really, it's just like you talked about AQUALIX before, always that full court press. And One Shot brought that on even more aggressively during the CL season. It showed us really what a full court press is.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at an AQUALIX team that basically plays, or rather, a One Shot team that plays a more complete version of what AQUALIX did, and what they were known for over those two stages. So let's talk about some players we'd like to compare, right? Swaylin, obviously a guy who's apparently not playing, because like I said, I thought it was Kilo. I heard Kilo wasn't playing out. Swaylin. Okay, fine. Swaylin's not playing.
Oh, so he'll be for the other map, though. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look what they're missing out on in map 1, though. They're missing out on a guy that's pretty damn good.
Look at that.
Look at this.
He's the support player, too.
And I used to hate on Swaylin. I was like, Swaylin, why is Swaylin playing smoke? Why is he on Thermite? Why is he on this? What are you doing, One Shot? What are you doing, Lenny GG? I used to just complain because I thought Swaylin was so mechanically biblical.
He is, though.
But he still is on support. So, hey, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a caster. It's CZ, of course. French Canadian. That's critical point number 1. Critical point number 2 is he plays spots that, let's just say he's not expected to live, but somehow he does, and he's still positive doing that.
That's the point. He can make impossible things happen.
Yeah, and I think also CZ, to speak on it a little bit more, me and Connor watched this C-Daps, that famous NAL guy. We watched that game last year. It was AQUALIX. let me just say, Soup gave him all they could handle, and CZ was a different. CZ was popping off.
Hey.
CZ kept him in the game, and they were able to win that. They were able to survive in that slugfest of 3 maps against Soup. You're gonna have to survive
Speaking
again
of
today.
maps, though, can they do it today on these maps, though? That's the question. That's the question.
I don't know, because what was the map last week? Oregon.
We're getting Oregon this week? No, they banned Oregon this week. Nobody wants Oregon.
Shout out to One Shot, no Oregon. That means we're going to Cafifi, which I think we actually also saw last week. AQUALIX, they actually pulled that out against Soup. I was kind of worried. I was like, well, things have changed, and we know the old AQUALIX did look good on Cafe forever ago, but clearly they still look good. Clubhouse was another map we saw last week, and they kind of got worked. AQUALIX, Soup just took it to them. One Shot's obviously looking at that. They pick it. Went all the way to Villa Benny.
Yeah. So it's gonna be maybe depends. Like it depends on this first and second map. But Swaylin will be back for the second map, and like you said, they didn't do so well in Clubhouse. So I just to see if they fix this something. So they work some stuff on Clubhouse, or is One Shot just gonna throw them under the ringer and they're done for going to map 3?
It's entirely possible, man.
It depends if we go map 1 though. Maybe Casanova here. Maybe the coach sub in will be Ayla Supreme.
Maybe. Let me tell you, Mr. Casanova, Chat Penguin. I'm not sure what his Uplay is. He goes by like 3 different things.
I think it's Chat Penguins.
Mr. I'm gonna say Casanova actually, just because it's the shortest. That guy, I played like a couple unranked games with him, right? He can shoot decently well, right? But he's not Swaylin. The thing is, he's playing Swaylin's roles. I would imagine.
Well, at least he's on support though.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting in the back, not taking contact. He's in the rear with the gear, Benny.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's not lost in the sauce. He's in the back, just working the thing, doing the role. As long as he's just gotta do the role. Just gotta do the role.
And then, despite that, everyone's picking One Shot, including me and you. Which Ferme.
Hey, Ferme is picking AQUALIX, so Ferme might be the one to get it right this time.
Ferme, you see something we don't? Because even Ty is on our side. Something's wrong when Ty is making
Max,
sense.
Nova's with our side. Man, everyone except Ferme.
All right, Ferme. You might be proven right, because completely real with you. We've talked about it. Jared, Mr. Casanova. He's gonna be slotting in. This is gonna be tough, and I could make arguments for all the maps in this pool being strong for both teams. Maybe not Clubhouse for AQUALIX actually, but the other two. Villa and Cafe, they can be competitive, perhaps. But we're gonna see Cafe. One Shot's got a good history on it. I guess more so than AQUALIX. They have more marquee wins. You have a Parabellum win mixed in there. So we'll have to see who comes out on top on Caf Fifi with One Shot's ailments and with AQUALIX's interesting history overall. So let's see.
Will they keep Casanova on the Smoke then, I guess, too? Because Smoke's not an easy role play per se. I don't know. Thermite depends on the situation, but I wonder if they keep him on Smoke.
Yeah, I wonder. Because, I mean, there's only so much hiding you can do, right? At some point, he's got to see the contact. But yes, we're still waiting on somebody. I'm going to tell you that somebody is Quartz. Quartz, you're late. You're looking for an org and all that, and you're late to the game? Unbelievable. We're going to play an interview while we wait for Quartz to get in the lobby.
Hey, my name is Quartz, and I play for One Shot. I mean, it's obviously really important for us, especially after CL playoff, we kind of stopped practicing. So it's really important for us to, get back into the swing of things, to play SCS. The strengths of the amateur teams are that they're all mechanically really skilled. I think the coordination is probably their weakness. I mean, I'm pretty confident against them, honestly. We have a playstyle that I think matches their aggression, and I think we'll be doing just fine against it. Learning how to lose. I guess didn't lose during the whole season, and I didn't question ourselves too much because of it, or enough at least. And yeah, it kind of showed on the last day of CL when we lost both games. So yeah. We lost to Parabellum and Aerial Rise in CL finals and CL playoffs. We're definitely looking to, destroy Aerial Rise. That'd be fun. That'd be a good revenge. Obviously, I'd like to beat Mirage. It's just the team that dropped me. So that's kind of obvious. But yeah, that'd be the team that I'd personally want to beat. I'd probably go with Swellen. I think Swellen is one of the most underrated talent right now in North America, and he's definitely going to prove it in this SCS, or I hope so, at least for him. And I know he's PL ready. Hopefully he'll be able to prove it and get a shot next stage. With the potential changes in CL and the fact that we're still looking for an org, proving ourselves as the best team in Tier 2 would definitely be really good for us. So that's why I think going to the Pro Am and having the chance to prove ourselves against Pro League teams would definitely help us in that regard. We've developed this habit of playing Fireworks by Katy Perry before every single one of our games, and it's been working pretty well so far. So yeah, definitely the favorite game day song. I go vanilla. I'm a pretty simple guy. But I definitely put chocolate syrup on top of it. That's definitely the best one. Nothing beats it. Go with Lone Survivor. It's a military movie, and I've watched it at least 10 times. I absolutely love that movie. It's great. The songs are great, and yeah, the acting is really on point. So yeah.
Hello, my name is Michael. I go by Exile though, and I'm a player for AQUALIX. When I was in T3, it was pretty fun, but it wasn't its peak. And I feel like SCS is gonna, bring T3 back. So I'm excited to play against some of the amateur teams, like Gunner or Asian. Those guys are the two people that come to mind when I think about it. So yeah, I'm excited to play against some T3 teams again. I think I've impacted my team pretty well so far. It's refreshing. I haven't teamed with any of these guys ever, so that's pretty cool. Keep that in. Off season is the best season where we get a lot of practice in. There's a pro-am that's going to happen, so that's honestly where it would matter for but the CL format is it's doo-doo, but SCS is nice. I like it. I think off-season competitions like SCS especially, as they bring in the CL teams to make it a lot more competitive, is very beneficial for the scene. Orbit and Continuum. Remember, I was in the shower watching, the first invite finals with Era and Continuum, and Canadian was on Ash. And I remember they won when I was in the shower and almost slipped and fell. Yeah, Continuum would be the pro team that initially inspired my competitive career. Canadian himself, though, was like the main guy. I get home from classes, so I'll show up and I will go to the bathroom, and then I'll go to the bathroom. Next question. At the moment, I would say surf. A bunch of, teenagers just running around, Ambi especially. It's going to be difficult for like CL teams, especially, to kind of like drop down and kind of like adapt to that play style. But I'm excited to play against them, especially Asian. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Shout out to Kool-Aid. I'd have to say it was from my brother, older brother. He's like, hey, you should play this game. It's called Rainbow Six Siege. Nah, I'm kidding. That's not the worst advice someone's given me, but it is. It is.
Make that a 1v2.
2 seconds left. It's gonna come down.
Favor making a third as he puts up. Make it up. Finds the draw three. Stunning here from.
We're still waiting on a couple players. I apologize for earlier. I called out Quartz in particular. Actually, Quartz is in here. Okay, it's not just Quartz, right? And I can confirm to you, yes, we are indeed looking at Casanova.1s in the lobby. Let me tell you, Benny. I'm gonna go out with I'm gonna go with the hot take.
Oh, what's hot take? All right, let's hear it.
I think he's better than Swalen. I think he's gonna outperform Swalen.
We got 2 maps. One map. Hey, if we only play 2 maps, or I guess we play 3, then it depends. Because if he only plays 1 map and they play 3 maps, then of course Swalen's going to outperform him, though.
I just think the team's gonna look better. They got the coach in there.
I guess we'll see. We'll see how close Cafe is, or how dominating Cafe is for one shot compared to their clubhouse or villa. That would be a way to compare it. I don't know. It depends. I just really depends. What role are they going to put him? Are they going to put him in Swalen's roles, or are they going to put someone else Swalen's roles? It depends. I guess like playing Heartbreak shouldn't be that big of an issue, right? For somebody just walking in. Sure, you can't probably frag out as well as Swalen, but it shouldn't be crazy. Smoke depends.
Also, I want to just say, Quartz's interview. What in the world? I think he said Katy Perry. Or something.
Did he say Katy Perry? You should ask him.
Quartz, it's Katy Perry. It's Firework by Katy Perry. It's not Katy Perry. The Fringlish there is unbelievable. Actually, I could not believe that. I was like, what did he say? Katy Perry.
I would say no. Exiles one was so good though.
Exile was just talking about toilets the whole time. And we've got
I remember watching
Katy
last
Perry.
week and it was so good.
All right. Well, after all this, guys, after all the Katy Perrys and the fireworks, we're finally gonna start the game. One shot and AQUALIX on Cafifi.
The bands are probably gonna be Thatcher, Valkyrie, Mira, Nomad.
Maybe.
That's what I guess. That's what I'm guessing.
I don't think we're gonna see any crazy bands. I don't think we ever do.
No, we don't.
We don't see any funky bands in Challenge League.
This is the only funky band as a second attacker, man. It's the only one that can be ever funky, really. Because Mirror Valkyrie, especially Cafe, like you wouldn't not ban Mirror Valkyrie. Yeah, I was right. Oh yeah, and then it's Mirror Valkyrie. Totally freaking right.
This is also on a delay from like the actual bands in the game, so I'm pretty sure Benny's just cheating.
I'm not cheating. You could look at the cam. You could watch the cam. I was staring at my cam the entire time.
Doesn't matter. Your camera can be on the monitor, cheater.
Oh,
I gotta say. You said you're talking about Mira and all. I'm looking at a Valkyrie band. Valkyrie with the Elite Valk, by the way, in the little graphic. How sexy is that? A Valkyrie is just like, I don't know. A lot of Z pingage. This map is very vast and expansive, and a lot of opportunities for flanking. 4 C4s and whatnot in Mira. Yes, you called Mira. Like, good job, Penny. you predicted a Rainbow Six Siege ban phase. Do you want a medal?
You know, back in the day when we did this, it was harder to do it, and I actually would get a medal for it doing back in the day. But these days, it's not a medal anymore.
Yeah, like I remember when I first started casting, I thought it was so cool. Like I could call a Thatcher ban out. Like, oh my god.
Now it's like no.
Now it's just like, yeah, nobody's willing to really spice it up. This feels like every game. But bans aside, banned operators, withheld operators aside. Something's not withheld, and that's a warden. A warden on a...
Huh. So no smoke.
Yeah, that was the question. Like, is Casanova going to be playing the smoke? Like, Swaylin? Doesn't look like it.
No,
He's
I didn't
playing
bring the smoke. So
He's playing a Rooney.
Yeah.
He's going to be rocking a Roni.
I wonder, so
Maybe.
is Quartz going to be running the C4 or the shield is the question. I guess he's running shield. So they only have one C4 for denial.
I mean, this is the... I imagine this is like... I was going to say it's like the... You know, I love to call it the D-Day strat, where you've got the slits and like the head
Well,
holes.
they're probably going to
Or you
play
think
inside a
whatnot?
cigar. They're playing cigar most likely.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just not a shield. There's not the smoke shield, and there's not
Yeah.
the Goyo or anything, which is unbanned. They're playing, yeah, in cigar. Someone's gonna die, or they're really just gonna test whether AQUALIX can clear it, because again, it's AQUALIX. They're Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes, you know, they look like a pro league team, and there's other times they just kind of act like they have no idea what's going on. Obviously,
We've
maybe
seen
that's
many
changing.
teams fail at just trying to clear that cigar, or just open up that castle barricade.
Yeah, like, so we'll see how it goes, actually, how this round develops, because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be Storms there. Storms, one of the multiple standouts on one shot. You think just because Wayland's out,
Why is
that
it?
you've got a freebie? It's not going to be the case. There's a lot of shooters on this one-shot roster, and they're positioned all over the map.
That's scary seeing that loading icon at the bottom left.
I didn't even notice it, and now I'm not going to be able to unnotice.
Yeah, Fermate had said it in my ear, and I looked, and I'm like, what? Why did you tell me that, Fermate?
Yeah, I mean, direct your attention away from that. Direct your attention to the task at hand. Twitch drone
Task
will
at
be
hand.
flying through the skylight here. It's gonna
I
break
don't
some
know. It's always
glass.
fly through the skylight.
Yeah, I mean, because it can jump now. It's gonna fly
Oh,
through the
yeah.
skylight, and no one's gonna notice. So it's gonna get this
It's gonna
bulletproof, right?
tase.
Really?
Yep, it's gonna tase that. Oh, nice. Hey, and the BPs are pretty strong now because you can now move them now too. So it is kind of warranted to get rid of them.
Right. I mean, and that's pretty significant. We talk about how repetitive the bans can be. You get rid of stuff like bulletproofs, which obviously help you circumnavigate a Valkyrie ban. That's significant.
Ooh.
Kilo's going to be just iced off the board immediately by CZ on the skylight. We're talking about the Twitch. Twitch is getting kills. Twitch is getting bulletproofs. And they're
Oh,
going
the
to get
timing.
storms. Okay,
Perfect
so AQUALIX, I said,
timing.
AQUALIX is a team that might look a little bit confused. Not this round. Slippery
Oh,
flying
jump
out. And apparently no Claymore is present. So he's going to get a trade onto Kid Hat. I saw a Claymore go down, but it went down on the east side.
Yeah, I was on the white stairs. Yeah,
So that's
the white stairs.
unfortunate, but
Yeah,
AQUALIX
that's just
pushing in though.
the timing wasn't there. They banned the Nomad, so of course they didn't have a Nomad in hand to deny that, and they didn't put enough Claymores, so that's just kind of on them. And there goes Afer as well. Nobody's watching Afer's back. He's by himself walking through cigar.
I mean, when the coach is getting mobile on you, there's a problem. Yeah, I mean, they don't even have this wall open yet, which obviously signifies to Mr. Casanova he can just swing, do what he wants, because there's no one on the windows and there's no one on the wall. It's not open. And I imagine the window player, I mean, that's a hard breach. And it's the fact that the window player was probably shooting the mute jammers off, which could still be there. I don't know. They're clearly having issues breaching this wall. And since Gasher brought the Claymore on 0 and didn't actually put it on the run out where his teammate was, that means there's no hard breach charge on 0. And they're just going to have to force the bar here and maybe drop the
Pixel's
skylight. So that's
Pixel's still intact as well.
Absolutely.
Grenade comes on a slippery. He takes a bit of damage, but it looks like the Ekdal is going to crouch walk his way in. And Casanova another kill on a CZ. That Pixel player, slippery, firing through. He gets 1 and gets 2 on the Gasher. And yeah, they said they had to drop through skylight. That's... what more can you do?
Not many options. Not many options presented there. And yeah, it's just, it's crazy how one decision leads to another. Gasher's decision. I hate blaming Gasher for this, but I might have to. You see the new hard breach charge change is adding a charge, and that's why you see, like, 0's more popular, right? And then he brings the Claymore on 0 instead of the new double hard breach sandwich that you get with 2 of them.
Yep.
In addition to Hat, just kind of, I don't know. I don't know why he's repelling instead of literally anyone else, right? So that those two little things kind of leads to, oh, you can't get the wall open. You never actually, I still don't know if they got the mute jammer off. Pretty sure they didn't. Can't get the wall open, and you're just like screwed. And then you've got a coach swinging on you.
You need the mute jammer off for that red wall though. Red to cigar or red to piano. It was only on the corner, so you could have easily still gotten it on the corner of the wall and opened it up. But again, they didn't do that because Hat's dead.
Hat's dead, and there's no heartbreach charge, and there's no zero anymore. As Gasher said, you know what? I'm playing Zof. I'm locking Zof, which I respect, Gasher. Because honestly, I don't know. They just literally did not use zero at all, really, last round. I mean, I guess the intent was
the cams even come into play either. They would use the cams.
Yeah, I mean, the intent's probably to burn, right? To burn a bunch of stuff or whatever, but...
Yeah.
I mean, Zofia also has 4 burn, right? It's like, why not? It's just kind of a either-or thing, and I guess there's a breakdown of the choice there. It's that Zero brings hard breach and Zof doesn't. And yeah, I mean, you see he's not bringing... That's not the plan. He's going to be rocking the Claymore on the Zof. And they're going to be trying to clear this roam from one shot. You see a lot of drone denial, a lot of mobile echo dronage, which will likely come into play, and a lot of... Casanova's on the move again, Benny. Casanova is roaming around with the Beast Coast kit.
Yo, he's got that Beast Coast MP5, and it looks like they're trying to push through white straight forward, or maybe just make some noise for the moment, but so far they'll back off, and they are on the roof looking to clear from the top floor. Like you said, they have to clear through these mute jammers, these Mozzie pests, and Casanova on the run with an MP5 in his hand. Will they be able to do it? And so far, like what? Oh, CC's got the Twitch once again. Oh, he sees all these information for his team. Oh, but he's gonna fall.
Yeah, Quartz on the chase. I don't know if he actually got anything. Pretty sure he didn't. But you see this. You see just how much of an obstacle this is. All these pests and whatever. You see Afer struggling. Look, that drone almost drove into a pest, and Slipper's just gonna run off. And looks like AQUALIX going for broke, trying to cut him off. They could perhaps catch him as he drops down the hatch. A couple wall bangs, exactly what you're seeing. But One Shot knows that, and they're definitely moving to match the intensity that you see from AQUALIX. And well, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, as Slippery will fall first. CZ, I told you, CZ was the highlight player, wasn't he? He was, and I told you why. He's a demon, and well, there it is. Opening pick for AQUALIX. Will this round go differently than the previous one, thanks to it?
Well, so far the roam hasn't gotten quite as they want to. They've now transitioned to that horizontal roam to hold off the transition from AQUALIX to that first floor. But Exile's going to work. He's got quite a bit of time. He's got a minute and 15 to open the floor up and create these angles to cut off defenders, or he's dislodge them, cut them off, get a kill if he can. But I'm assuming most of the defenders are probably in positions he can't reach from that vertical pressure. And so far, it would just be hopefully he can, with the help of his teammates, push some of them off into angles that he's waiting for. Though I'll see that I think, the only Quartz is the only one really behind the bomb chassis. There is an angle from above you can get onto there, but it's very, very slim per se. So the question is, are they going for bakery or are they going for white? Jumping on the freezer hatch. Oh.
Looks like Afer has white in mind, but again, didn't consider. Didn't I tell you Casanova is going to be better in Sway? I told you. Look, 3-0 thus far, and I'm pretty sure 2 of those are Afer. Afer, you can't peek Casanova. What are you thinking? We have a freezer drop coming in, Benny. That's to answer your question. There's a Banshee, and there's Quartz, who's going to be rocking that smoke over Mr. Swayland. You see, Quartz is in a very powerful position. There's no nades. There's no way to vertically deal with this guy. Flashbang's going to have to be money.
I think you can from above with a small angle, but he's gonna drop anyway. Cat's dropping in. He's hitting the smoke and they're choking on it. Quartz loses the fight still at the shotgun hand. The smoke will finish off Hat though, but Hat's made his way through and made his open up for his team to get that plant down. Now it's on the defense, and they have the man advantage too, and they have a Yokai as well. Casanova then just kills Gasher from white and stops him around entirely.
Yeah, you saw. I think Quartz actually lost that fight because whoever's on Ivana just said, no, I'm gonna run through this smoke.
Oh, Hat did.
And slam this smoke. I mean, and you know what? That is a championship play, I must say. Except the exception of that, there really wasn't much else going for them. You saw Afer went a little too early on his lurk, right? He's trying to lurk down, and I mean, usually with that attack, right? The reason you saw Mr. Casanova run around through the hallway, just kind of flying around, is because usually you have someone on white, like kind of watching, kind of lurking, waiting for someone to push like that hallway during the execution. And well, I gotta say, Mr. Afer went a little early. Kind of traded the momentum back in favor of One Shot, and then from there, You know, one shot, you give them an inch, they take a mile, and they take
Also,
2
yeah,
rounds in a
Aether
row.
was still there. He could have denied Casanova doing that too, actually.
Sat there, right? Just wait.
Yeah, you could just waited. If he sat there and waited for the rotate, you could have killed Casanova before Casanova denied the plant, and that would have been a more possible at least win there.
More possible, or it could have just been a disaster anyway. You know, we're speaking in absolutes.
I'm just speculating.
We're just speculating and whatnot.
I'm just making up things.
This isn't really up to speculation. The one shot's looking to complete a site rotation in pretty convincing fashion. That is, it's gonna be reading and dying, and they're gonna be playing upstairs, obviously in cocktail. This isn't crazy stuff, right? This is pretty default. There's even a pixel shield. There's a Goyo now. Before you saw them defending the top floor. Obviously, it wasn't. This isn't the site, the top floor, but their concept around the top floor was more based around a cigar hold. Here, it's more of a more traditional pixel and played farther back in the cocktail, which might lend some opportunities to AQUALIX, or maybe not. I mean, they have to pass Casanova on Wamai on a shield, which has clearly proven to be an impenetrable obstacle, considering he's literally 4-0.
Yeah, he's got the highest kills on the team right now. That's kind of crazy. Maybe you were right, Cookies. Maybe your hot take wasn't so hot.
I mean, I'm a genius. Like,
what can I say?
I'm literally never wrong.
Hey, dude, CDAPS was never wrong too this weekend as well. That was kind of crazy. Well, pings come out, shots come through, Cord's getting caught off on the rotate through the hallway. That's not a great start to lose your mute and C4 early, and maybe they just weren't expecting, AQUALIX to be in the building that quickly.
Maybe not. Honestly, not a lot of action around the top floor. You've seen it. Casanova's getting mobile again. They have brought the 0 once more, Gasher, except this time he's still got the Claymore. Hopefully his Claymore is run out this time. Exile and the rest of his team kind of drawing things out, seeing what they want to do. This is a minimal take. There's no attention on the top floor whatsoever, so it looks like... I mean, look at this guy. Look at Casanova. Crouch walking menacingly down the stairs. No one... no one has any idea. No one is looking for the coach on the flank. You gotta be kidding me. Casanova 6-0 to start the game. Is he gonna get third? No, but Storms will in a trade on the hat. This is a nightmare. If you're AQUALIX, you are losing to our coach.
What?
That's not Swalen on an ult, guys.
Oh.
That is the coach for one shot. He's like flat 3.
Dude, he walks to the stairs, kills one, and then Aether, I guess, didn't hear the shots, and then goes to get on his Gemma replicator the same second.
You see the impact of the Nomad ban as well. You saw a little half-cocked, what's it called? Zero cam? Sam cam? Whatever. Just got launched into Christmas.
Argus, I think it's Argus cam, yeah.
Yeah, like, he's like, I hope they're not flanking, guys. That's what he did. There was no actual active flank watch there, and there's obviously... Zero's not the greatest passive flank watch for reasons you can see. CZ, though, he's doing what he did last week. Keeping AQUALIX in the game, keeping them in the round. But Storms shuts him down as he tries to crab walk into the site, leaving just Exile, and he also gets folded like some laundry. One shot, 3-0 up, with one of their literal best player out.
That was looking good too, especially with the fact that they had gotten the first pick. They were making that, you said minimal take they were doing, and they were pushing forward. But then the fact that they had no flank joints, like you said, maybe there was an Argus cam on red. Maybe there was something there, but nobody's watching it.
That's not act. That's there's two critical terms here, right?
Yeah.
Comp players know it. If there's casuals in here, let me teach you. There's active flank watch. There's passive flank watch.
Zero active flank.
Zero
watch.
is not active flank watch. That's not. That's not a grid. It's not a gridlocked spike, right? It's not an air jab. It's not a claymore, right? It's just. Well, actually, claymore's more pass. But you know what I mean.
Claymore's very nothing though, because you might hear that at least. You can't hear anything if he's just not in the shoot even.
You can just walk past the zero cam, right? Like someone needs to literally.
If he sees it's off, he's just gonna walk by it.
It's not like. That's not going to deter certain people, certain archetypes of players. You know what I'm talking about. The guys will just do anything, jump out of this, run out of that. Like, zero cam's not going to stop that. An air jab would. Zero cam is not.
Yep.
And, well, here we are. One shot. Like I said, site rotation completed. Going back to the top floor, and this looks like the same strategy called out earlier. The humidor hold.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. Is there a term for this strat? I don't know.
The humidor. I'm gonna call it the humidor hold.
The humidor
cigar
hold.
closet. Whatever.
Oh, so that's how they do it. So they have one mute jammer to get part of the wall, the other mute jammer to the other half of the wall.
Yeah, because mute jammers stink now. So you gotta.
Yeah, because they're circular, not singular. They're circular, not or. I can't remember the term.
They're spherical.
Spherical, not
Wait,
cylindrical. Man, I'm not good with terms of shapes.
it's okay. I'll forgive you. You see the same claymore from Gash. Remember how Slippery, who, by the way, this is like deja vu from round 1. Literally, Slippery's on red stairs, playing for a run out, and AQUALIX Claymore's the other side of the map, where no one is. Or I guess someone's gonna be. But look at this guy. He's gonna fly out again. Like, your critical. I gave you your critical point, Benny, for one shot is that they play like crackheads, like quite literally like AQUALIX used to do. Stage 2, Stage 3 Challenger League. One shot does the same thing, except they do it just a little bit more in a more refined way. And we're seeing perfect example. I bet you Slippery's gonna do something ridiculous this round too, because that's just.
Depends, I guess. I guess if Exile catches rotate once again. But oh yeah, no, they're aware of it. So Hat's watching it this time. They pinged it. They're watching this time. Like nobody's gonna watch it, but he can just run out the other door. But it looks like somebody CZ. Oh man, if they had intel, they could just shoot CZ. Like if they had a Valkyrie, but of course Valkyrie's banned, so that's not gonna happen. But so let's see if Slippery can get away with something like this again. But again, the point is they're gonna try and draw out Storms out of Cigar, have him drop the hatch, and then kill him as he drops, like he did last time. Though that got entirely nullified because Slippery jumps out, gets the kill on a hat, and then they can't hard breach anything because nobody got hard breach besides hat. So let's see if that happens once again. But it looks like nobody's actually going for the kill so far. Actually, they might have been not trying to push out Quartz even. Never mind.
I was gonna say poor Hat, because Hat is like on that window again, asking to die. But it looks like he's actually gonna get the kill on the Kilo. Kilo starting a little slow from what we expect, but Storms just swings right in front of the red door, finds Gasher. He's not having a fun time himself, but it'll be, well, a first advantage for AQUALIX going into the dying moments of the round. And yeah, those things. Let me tell you, that site's kind of chunky. That hollow.
Yeah.
So it's like it depends on your accessibility settings and how. Okay. Good night, Exile.
I shocked Quartz.
Do you know how like thick your site is?
I'll shoot too. I guess he's trying. This is because it's burst too, and like the first shot, it can be difficult to control. I guess at that point, you might as well pull a pistol instead and have the pistol shoot it.
It's a pain, but he's still in this position. I mean, he is literally slamming AQUALIX single-handedly. Afer, Casanova's in your head rent free. Hat's gonna trade 2v2, and finally someone kills the coach. It's a 1 versus 2 for Quartz, but CZ is low on HP, and Hat has a diffuser and has to plant. So this is a winnable situation for Quartz. He can take the 1v1 on the lit player and perhaps win this round. There's not a lot of time on the side, but he misses that critical shot. Misses again, but he downs CZ. You have to stop the plant. No, he's at long range. 1 versus 1. And suddenly the tables have turned. This was much more on the side of Quartz, but now it's something that Hat can win. This is a very winnable 1 versus 1. He's just sitting in the middle of the room. What? Crouching.
You wouldn't expect it.
What is this? Look. You gotta be kidding me.
Nobody expects you to be standing in the middle of the room. Nobody.
There's a first for everything.
Hey, but that was literally just a round of trades, really, from the side of both AQUALIX and One Shot. One Shot starting us out pretty well, getting kills. Still Castle getting a great shot. Quartz getting a great shot, but AQUALIX still trading those kills back, making their way through bar. You saw CZ almost get hit by a C4. There could have been a change in the round, getting hit by that C4 and actually dying, but he survives it. Puts in 2v1 at the end there, and it was Quartz try and win it out there. He gets kill onto the one kill to CZ, finishes CZ off in the C4 earlier, and then tries to get a 1v1 versus Hat in a post-match situation. And unfortunately, nobody expects CZ or expects Hat to be just standing in the room with a bearing 9.
Yeah, and honestly, and it's just like Quartz. I say missed some shots, like the way I'm saying that, I'm not saying he potatoed or anything.
Wow.
All I'm saying is, if he had killed the Twitch maybe like that first burst, that's his round, because he drops. I mean, it's a 1 HP, effectively a 1 HP Twitch. You get that shot off. That's planning on like zeros on the clock. It's a winnable round. But of course, we have the AWACS view, right?
Oh yeah, we have the retrospect. We have the top down, so we can say that.
He's in the intense 1 versus 2 situation. I mean, I'm sure he's probably saying that to himself, like, man, those guys were free. I couldn't win that. But nonetheless, AQUALIX, I mean, despite all that, and what coulda, shoulda, woulda, I mean, AQUALIX gets their first round on a site where they looked kind of terrible.
It was a bloody one. It was a bloody round.
Yeah, I mean, they flipped the script a little bit. So, once again, I mean, it's the same rotation, it looks like. Top 4 kitchen, 3rd site. Well, here's the kitchen. It looks like AQUALIX Not sure. Are they trying to clear, or are they just not sure quite yet, but you see Gasher's in a cat and mouse. He's got the AR on Zoph. And people say it's back. I mean, is it?
It could be. I heard it was shadow buffed, but I don't know. I haven't played it enough. We'll see how it works out for Gasher this round, but Storm's looking to throw a C4 and remember dropping down red. Depends how much they can drone here. Can they drone actually? C4 throw. Nobody. Nope, somebody is there. Gasher drops at the exact moment. Storms gets that first pick and starts off wait for one shot once again. I actually know last round they actually had CZ get the first pick last time they did this on Slippery. So I have to skip a little bit once more, and it's one shot to get the first pick and them to use that, get that first pick. And how long are they going to roam? Storm is still staying around reading room too.
Yeah, Storms is Mr. Early Round for one shot. Still here. You still got mute jammers to rely on and test, I imagine, so why run away? Asanova, the man of the hour, still looking to aggress. But yeah, you see one drop, but Storm's still here. Really challenging AQUALIX's drone game, which at times, again, going back to last week, there were problems. Grenade flying out, but there's no one there. They just blew up some books in the library, and Storm's just going to get away. And there's, yeah, I guess they imagine that it's clear. But there's still one-shot players on a flank up and instigate. Obviously off that Echo drone, which is just kind of buzzing around. But we're going to see, I think this is going to be the same take. It's going to be a freezer take. A lot of vertical pressure. But the question is, how will they handle the execute phase? We saw they didn't do it exactly all that well with A for dying early on last time we saw the site. But this time they're once again going in down a player with Gasher currently spectating on a drone. So how can they manifest this into victory in the dying 40-second?
If they can keep the man count, they have the people. As long as they deny someone from flanking in the freezer like last time, if it is the same play, Casanova was that person last time, so they're flashing him out, see if they can clear him out of VIP. And so far, the smoke is Canisters a big one, because they got, last time someone got choked out on that smoke. I think it was Hat last time who choked out the smoke. So far, though, Quartz gets a kill, but Afer swings on to Casanova. Great shot. A swing from Afer to refrag on the Storms from CZ's death. And now Eggs has got to drop down. He actually downs Quartz, dropping down the hatch. He's going to finish that kill off. He's taking control of Bunker. But there's a Yokai still in play. And that doesn't matter because Slippery will take both of them down and finish the round out for one shot.
You saw AQUALIX's method of copium that round was to attack Whiskey. Put a lot of pressure on Whiskey to perhaps open the round up. And one thing you're seeing that's kind of missing, I mean, I've seen teams in the past kind of send an attacking roamer, an attacking lurker to, deal with the Echo and Bakery, which we're not really seeing from AQUALIX. I don't think they have the play. Again, you lose that first player early on. Anything I'm talking about there where you have someone who's like open to lurk or whatever, that's not even a possibility anymore, right? When you lose that player early on. And quite frankly, I mean, I wouldn't want to be the Echo in that situation if someone can crouch walk on me in Bakery in a 5v5. Right? But that's just not an option that's available to AQUALIX. And once again, I imagine since Gasher's playing Gridlock now, he either heard me or they're going to be going for the same take again where it's going to be a minimal. They're going to be relying on the Gridlock to hold the flank, which is a lot better, to be fair, than zero.
But Argus cam.
It's still problematic because that's just, it's not as good as Nomad, but it's something, right? They have to shoot it. It gives you audio. It's not going to just be a coach.
It depends.
Crouch walking down red on you.
That's where Casanova came from last time. Couldn't Casanova just jump over the railings and bypass it?
Totally jump over. Yeah, and pillar or something. I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't rule it out. So one shot is more than capable of being aggressive and crazy.
Yeah. So I wonder how well the track singles will work, and well, like, it depends on if they're gonna go for the minimal take again though too, or if they actually need a clear cocktail.
It depends. Honestly, I mean, based on the lineup, I wouldn't expect it. Afer's already walking in Bakery, so I would say that's completely ruled out. This is gonna be up red. I mean, that drone's gonna give away what they're doing. Storm's almost certainly saying.
That's how I caught Quartz last time, just walking up red.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certain Storms is like, these guys are doing something crazy right now. Gasher has no idea he's under the window. Let's see. Cat and mouse.
Oh, will oh, did they drone him? Yo,
oh
no way, no
God.
way. No,
Whose drone is that? No. Whose drone is that?
No.
Whose drone?
Who was that? Who was that?
Who is playing on 60 FOV?
Yo, Yo, who was that? Who was droning for him? Please, we need the name. We need the name.
I was looking at the right. I couldn't tell. Oh, who was it?
Who was it? Somebody in chat, tell me who that was.
Hey, if you are Maldini Fettuccine right now, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for just wanting to take your headset. It was Hat.
It was
Kid Hat.
It was Hat. What?
Hat,
Yo,
are you on?
how
Oh, and then he gets
that
slammed.
too?
And then he gets slammed by Quartz. This is just heartbreaking. I'm gonna tell you, like Hat feels horrible right now. Let me tell you, that's like the worst feeling you can have in Siege.
Yeah, miss droning. Doesn't matter if you level you're at. Miss droning your teammate is just.
And then you die like that. It's like it's the type of thing that makes you question like what you're doing in life. Why are you even playing this game? You know, like if you die like that, it's just like, come on, horrible.
Yeah.
And once again, this take not working out for AQUALIX. I don't think Exile has any idea that Slippery's here. He doesn't. Just Gasher now. Gasher, at this point, don't play for the win. Play for your KD. You can blame your teammates if you have a good KD. 1 and 5. He can get it to 2 and 5. Yes.
Heck, cuss Nova.
Yes. See, if he gets more kills than his teammates here, it doesn't matter that he started 0 and 5. He can still say it wasn't my fault. So let's see. Gasher's gonna go up red now, plunking because you know Gridlock just all that gear. They literally hear every movement. Like, you see, who is this on the stairs? Skilo hears it. Across the map. He's going to walk through the smoke and die to it because Gridlock moves at 0.2 miles an hour. And yes,
Yeah.
one shot, 5-1 defensive half. And that last round was momentum shattering. But AQUALIX does have the defense to rest on. Can they make the comeback, Benny? Let's bet on it.
Dude. That round was something, all right. It's just the entire half. The entire half was just, I'm not totally sure. Again, maybe different on defense, but attack-wise, you know, there wasn't a whole lot from them. Besides, some rounds they were able to get close. They were able to win because, you know, kills. They were able to get the kills they needed to. When it came to the execute at the end, though, it doesn't seem quite as fleshed out as I'd like it to be. Hey, maybe on defense do better, though. We got kitchen service cooking first for them, and we'll see if they can pull out something different. And, well, it seems to be the same kind of roam, though, with the Mozzie.
A lot of teams pull this out. Yeah, it's not only one shot's the first team to roam it. What is that? What is that Alf? What is that like portrait from Sledge? What is going on?
Is that from the
What
battle
was
pass? Maybe?
that?
Maybe from the battle pass.
All right. I mean, okay. I think I see an elite bandit head too. Yeah.
Is that no? Is that the or is that the?
Or is it the rogue? Does rogue headgear have?
No, the rogue here doesn't have that. I think it's something else. Maybe it's Halloween set. I don't know actually what.
I mean,
is.
that is 100% his elite. I'm pretty sure. There's a glitch going around. So like, if
Yeah,
you're like
there's
some,
an elite glitch. So I could.
yeah, if you're like some rule book warrior here, like what's he doing with the elite? Like, shut your mouth. He can wear what he wants. It's
Yeah,
a glitch.
we got a glitch right now too. So it doesn't matter really. I can't tell what he's wearing. It might. Oh, it might be the remember the Pro League one.
I don't recall. I don't know.
There's the Pro
'cause I
League one
remember-
where he has like the gold and white face paint and he's not wearing any headgear. It just says his hair. It could be
Maybe
that.
that is what I mean, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I only know the one that the elite where he's like that, and people used to complain about it because his head was really weird looking, hard to see. But who cares? One shot, 5-1. And well, let's see. Can the AQUALIX roamers have the same impact that Casanova had? I can't believe I say that. Can they do that?
Apparently you were right. Oh, well, you say that. Casanova goes down to Gasher early.
You know what? I've marketed this game as Gasher's Revenge. Gasher's AQUALIX team, if you don't follow Challenger League, they had injuries. They lost to one shot. Kobe!
Nope.
Fly high. But yes, Gasher lost his game to one shot. You know, he had a coach plan. Now the shoe's on their foot and one shot's still winning. Even with the retooled AQUALIX roster. So deep down, somewhere in Gasher's heart, this is personal. And that kill obviously signifies that. And Casanova, goodbye. And so far, one shot's kind of stalling. Honestly.
Yeah, one shot. The question is now what are they going to do next? They have not been able to clear. You know, Casanova by himself over towards that white window. He gets destroyed by Gasher. They open up into bakery, but they haven't pushed it quite yet. So I don't really know what the plan is. You still have roamers on the side of AQUALIX, but it looks like one member of one shot's coming down those red stairs by themselves for the moment. He's gonna walk all the way down the red stairs, just peeking around towards that small bakery side. CZ on brown stairs, Hat still playing train. So if they don't clear these players out, that's gonna be a problem when it comes to that execute if they go from bakery side. But good information on Whiskey, but it doesn't matter because the drone will help out Gash to get a kill on Quartz.
Looking like the Shroud is falling apart. A lot of tagged up players for AQUALIX. That's the one thing that's going in One Shot's favor, but there is quite a lot of layers to this onion that it must be peeled. Gone flying out. Another kill. It's time for Afer. Another one from Afer. When Afer's awake, AQUALIX is something else. They're a different beast. They're a different animal and the same beast. Storms. Landon Gasher.
Woo.
But it doesn't matter. Kid Hat. Slowly redeeming himself. C4. And honestly, hey. I mean, they took out the star player. You know, in Casanova.
They did, yeah.
And that was around. Clearly, I mean, no one else from One Shot has the talent levels and just potential that Casanova has.
I wasn't sure the push was from there at that point. They lost Casanova and they were, they were looking at Bakery, but they didn't push Bakery. They looked at like that top floor, didn't do anything with it. They finally had people, push red stairs, but nobody's really there. They don't actually push any of the floors besides that. Red stairs is the thing. They gain control of, coat check. But then you saw members of One Shot just dying left and right to Gasher, to Afer on site. Gasher was the only one really running around getting kills. Afer's on site just denying the coat check push or the Whiskey push. They even had a Yokai drone watching white, so when they tried to push VIP, Gasher could swing. So yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of really push from the side of One Shot.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt in that it is Kitchen. Sometimes Kitchen is just a crapshoot, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you approach it. And well, top floor, and it depends on who you ask. You can go either which way. One Shot, gonna be blocking the flow. Flores and Finka. One Shot's Finka play. Actually, something worth noting. I mean, when I was watching Invite Falls, I was really impressed with how they looked on attack, especially. And this is the first Finka we're gonna see. So let's see if that is what is the antidote needed to put this game on match point. AQUALIX is. I wouldn't say this is the humidor hold, but obviously there's potential for it. I mean, they can still. There's a lot more.
There's no Rooney, but
I was gonna say a lot more shields, but not
yeah,
really.
It's shields. There's no laser gates. It's kind of the same thing, pretty much the same kind of effect.
Yeah, I'm just that's hard to tell. That is really well timed.
There's Finka.
I mean, who would expect this?
Because you open, because you take the damage from the X-Gyros and then you just heal yourself up and then you shoot whoever's behind the castle barricade. Nobody expects that.
Okay, well, Kilo, we'll see. Kilo's right now is a perfect example. I mean, he may be 1 in 3, right? But that kill, I mean, that was thanks to his Habana pellets, so he's basically 2 in 3 in my mind, right?
Well, let's see if they can deal with the person inside of Cigar, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even playing. Like, this is the Gasher system. He doesn't play that. He's playing under the hatch. What are you talking about?
I'm crazy. Well, it's definitely not a humidor strat then.
Absolutely not. Right. There's someone outside on the eastern balcony there. The Gasher is deeply concerned about. Honestly, this spot is perfectly fine because One Shot is just not even considered that opening the hatches is something that should be done.
Yeah, sure.
They don't have a sledge and they don't have a buck. They're Habana pelleting the hatches on the roof.
Did he shoot that Habana pellet actually? Oh,
it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, it's all the palinks. Oh my god, is he gonna get a kill this way?
Or is he just gonna die like this? Let's see. Gash hops over and runs away.
Gets away.
All right.
I see Slippy just tried to jump in.
I was just like, what?
And now Storm is pushing down red, looking for the kill onto Gasher, but Gasher will get away. So Slippery gets a kill. He gets picked off, trying to just jump in the window on a stage. Gasher will get away safely. He's on the bottom floor. He's going to return back to site through white, probably. So see if Quartz can cut him off, as he's already pushed into reading. So it depends on what intel they have, and if they can cut him off, he goes up brown or goes up white. Casanova's going to drone for his team, so he can pick some things off with that taser drone. And Gasher's just kind of wasting time, though. Really, they have 45 seconds left.
Wow, this drone seems a lot more zoomed than usual.
What? Wait, what is going on here? Yo, there's no way.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
It's kind of a cool little overlay. Maybe if it was used for another purpose. Storms, I mean, yeah, Storms narrowly missed the shots on the Gasher, narrowly misses on the CZ there. Well, and that might be the difference, as those are two missed opportunities.
Wait,
Gasher's just going to fly out into a Claymore, and Quartz will get the double kill because of that. Two players now pinched, I guess, in Freezer, and one in Christmas, I believe, still. Casanova is not looking, doesn't know where to look, gets his ankles broken, and it's just Quartz. He's spraying, he's flicking, he's looking, but he won't find anything. AQUALIX, 2 rounds in a row, and well, it's looking like comeback is possible. They do have to take this next tertiary site, though, and that is, that's usually what can spark or injure comeback right there. This round right here.
It's looking good though. That last round, it was just the fact that, you know, Gasher gets away. They get that first pick on the Aether. It kind of sucks because you wouldn't expect someone just be sitting behind just to open up that castle barricade, and then someone just be there ready to shoot at you. Kind of crazy. But Slip tries to jump in early. I guess I'm not sure what the call was for that. He jumps in stage, not expecting an angle from bathroom. He gets picked off. Gasher gets away, and I'm not sure if they were hunting for Gasher or not, but Gasher sat there for like the longest time on the downstairs. He didn't get any kills, but he at least was wasting time, though. That's the point, though. He sat there for a good while, and there are people droning for him on the bottom floor. There's down like 45 seconds left. So he didn't get any kills. He wasted quite a bit of time on the roam. He does go for a jump later on, gets picked up by the Claymore. But even then, in the end, One Shot couldn't make any progress inside a piano, pushing in. They couldn't make any progress on the window. Couldn't make any progress getting in freezer. So unfortunately for them, they just had no time left and couldn't make a push. They just had to run in. You saw Casanova running and trying to get a kill. You saw, Quartz try to jump through the window, get into Cocktail with 10 seconds left. Ain't happening.
Ain't happening. It's your first Thunderbird of the day. Afers. It's going to be used to perhaps augment this cocktail hold. It's a nice little twist that has been added in. So, I mean, obviously, there's also a significant issue that they do not have a Jaeger or a Mai at all. So it's entirely possible those just kind of get blown up. And it doesn't matter if you have no health, if a grenade just hits you in the forehead. One shot, honestly. I mean, they've got 4 of them. There's opportunities. Quartz is going to rappel up. Likely be that player that provides the pressure from the east balcony, from the east windows, while the rest of the team clears over. Let me see. Claymore going down or not? No? Did he already place it? Yeah, it looks like he already placed it. Exile.
Could jump out. I don't know if he wants to as Maestro, though, because actually, can't people sit on your drones, on your bubbles now? Or on your Maestro cams?
Well, they can always do that.
I mean, like, can they move them left to right, though, now?
I don't know. Citation needed for that.
I can't remember if they made that change or not. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of a big thing. I guess. Oh, he's not going to jump anyway. He's at the bottom white stairs anyway, for that matter. Oh, they can now. That's what. Okay, so you're all right. So yeah, now they can. So even though you can't use them to shoot things, you can still move them left and right now with the change. So it's not as bad to leave and use Maestro, but still, the lasers is the point, though. Being able to laser drones, laser people. So you definitely don't want to lose Exile early. He's gonna play the bottom white stairs, and so far, what progress they've. They opened. They got on the red stairs. They're pushing in. They have their grenades, and like you said before, there's no Womai, there's no Jaeger, so they should have no problem destroying these shields. Destroying, maybe even grenading the operators inside of Cocktail, but it looks like maybe actually people are dropping down. The only person up there right now is Casanova, just putting pot shots towards that Cocktail side. So are they again going for minimal takes, pushing straight into sight?
Looks like it, because AQUALIX has given up the site for free, like a buy one get one free.
Where's the
Quartz is just
critical?
in there. Exiles on white, bottom white. Afer finally drops down. Kilo caught mid sprint. Afer is single-handedly saving this round, but Storm shuts him down in return, leaving full site control and man count in favor of One Shot. Gasher on the... No, this is CZ on the flank. Gasher still alive and well. What? Did you just look at him? Storms? I don't know. Storms on ADS at the wrong time, and what was a winnable round for One Shot has now turned into a disaster. The diffuser is conveniently placed right in the middle of the site. He can run and plant. But does he have the timing necessary? Will he get the timing here? Because this is the game you're playing when you're 1 versus 2. Let's see. He's going to run around, fly through the rotate. And no, he's just going to snipe him from God knows where. And AQUALIX takes, I mean, they just, do you think that was on purpose?
I would assume there was drones, because you saw them ping out Hat when they were walking in. I assume they looked up and they saw nobody looking through those vertical holes, and they were like, okay, we'll just take on site. Which they did.
Well, no, I was asking if that was the plan for AQUALIX, to just let him
AQUALIX, I'm pretty sure it was not. I think it led to some crazy plays by Afer returning back to site and CZ as well to make that possible.
Yeah, Afer went nucleosis.
I don't think Hat was expecting a Quartz with an LMG to walk into site as within the first minute and be like, wait, what?
There's also just a lot of really poor, just I guess you can call it timing. A part of it's timing. I guess part of it's just decision making. Kilo's just sprinting. Storm's just on ADSs. One thing leads to another, and we're one round away from a tie ball game.
Hey, we were. I guess we were kind of unsure at the half, but AQUALIX showed us.
I was unsure.
I was definitely unsure.
when Casanova, who, by the way, is just. I guess reality has set in. That is indeed a coach. I think he's like 0-5 over the past couple 5 rounds.
Hey, attack is hard, man. He's on Twitch too on like a flex entry role. It seems like
he's not Swaylin on the Twitch. Let me tell you.
No, he's not. That's why. I guess he took on Swaylin's role there with the F2, but he can't do quite the same. Unfortunately,
he don't quite move like Swaylin does. But I mean, you can tell. Kilo's kind of off as well. Casanova's obviously. I mean, this is like I said. This is a guy. What plat 2, career plat 1, maybe.
He's giving it the old college try.
Right. This is AQUALIX's, I guess, half at this point. If the trends continue.
Hey, if they get a 6-0 half and just end it right here, that'd be crazy. But we'll see as we go. We're back to kitchen though, and this is like last time we had a kitchen though. Again, the issue was that one shot didn't really make much of a push though on this. They looked to try and take control of Bakery, but losing Casanova early, they didn't seem to have. They were already down a man early in the round, so they didn't really make a push. They finally got a push into Bakery. They took control of Code Check, and from there they were trying to make the push through Whiskey, maybe try and clear players out horizontally. But unfortunately, time and time again, AQUALIX were winning those fights when it came to it. So this time though, it looks like they may try to actually clear out these players. Gasher's walking right. Actually, that's not. This isn't Gasher?
It was a little crazy. Everyone's Gasher.
I was so confused. I was like, we're looking at. Wait, no, this isn't Gasher.
I mean, everyone is Gasher.
Dude, the glitches get like crazier and crazier in this game.
I guess we're just gonna have to look at. Gasher is the star player of the lobby. I mean, So
well, of course, goes down first, I guess.
I mean, regardless, it's Gasher's team that's dominating, and this is looking like it's gonna be a tie. As they're gonna rotate back to the site, and well, again, you've got the coach struggled on attack. You've got Kilo, who's not having his finest day. In a 5 versus 3 situation, this is very much doable for AQUALIX. And I said this like last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that game. They lost about 4 rounds in biblical fashion.
Yee.
After I said that there's no way they could lose.
So you're saying you're cursing them once again? Is what you're telling me?
Pretty much. I mean, this is impossible, right?
Sketcher, man, he's cursing every team.
I mean, at some point, it's not my fault. At some point, AQUALIX just needs to play like the situation correctly. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. Well, hey, so far they've got the man advantage. They just got to play the time and expect to play. So far, it looks to be a freezer hatch drop because they're just trying to find picks on people on site. I don't know if they're actually going to try and push horizontally and deal with these players. C4 out, down goes Storm. So there goes your soft breach on the side of them. So that's going to be really, but it looks like one member has pushed into Coach Check. Gasher, I keep saying Gasher, but it's Casanova. Casanova has made their way into the lobby. One player Whiskey, one player VIP. Someone's on brown stairs to help them out in the situation. Gasher's going to be the one, actually Gasher is going to be the one behind Whiskey, looking for a kill. Flash comes out. And so far, Exile is going to finish off Casanova and Coach Check, and now it's down to just Kilo in a 1v5. He's got memories to his left, to his right, impact in his face. He can't find a pick because they're all just quick peeking him, and he's going to run away. And Gasher, not Gasher, it's Gasher. Guy's going to shoot him in the ass.
You're just losing your mind at the overlay, aren't you?
I am sometimes. I really am.
I think that last little gunfight there kind of summing up the attack half. For one shot, they're just getting smothered before they enter the building. And AQUALIX playing like they've never played before. Just kidding. I mean, they play like this before. This is a quality roster. It may look like we may get Gasher's revenge after all. Because I don't know. I mean, at 5-1, I wasn't thinking that was the case. I thought
the revenge can't be just this one game, though. They got to get the next map, too.
That's true. Then again, I mean, the last time these two teams played, it was a best of 1.
Yeah,
So
very different story. Not a
you know,
best of 5.
Yeah,
Best
you
of 3.
just trade one map back and forth. No more Twitch from Casanova. He has realized that. So, I mean, he's somehow negative now. I mean, he
He's
was like
somehow,
7-1.
but I don't know
like
what the
7-1,
plan is.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was 7. Yeah, he was 7-1, and he's on 7-7 last round. So
He's 7-8.
like
So-
I'm not totally sure because again these attacking rounds of one shot. I'm not sure it's because Swalin's not there and they don't have the entry per se without Swalin, but I don't know what the plan is in a lot of these rounds for them. They seem to be a lot of doing minimal takes. They're not full clearing things. And is it because they have a coach and he's subbing in, or is that what the reason is, or is it another reason why they're trying to sometimes just push straight for sight and not do some of the things maybe they need to do?
So I would ordinarily it's really easy to just blame the coach, but like his role, it's significant, obviously Swalin's, but like you're still looking at Quartz, by the way, is still doing the job well. I mean, he was literally walking into sight like one of these rounds, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like entry game just isn't there. I think there's a couple rounds were not closed out by one shot that they would have likely wanted to close out, especially that reading round.
Oh yeah, that one.
And that might be the one that hurts, because here we are. The winner of this round, that is going to be on a match point. It's going to be sitting pretty. And if you're AQUALIX, you're going to be sitting even prettier because you're the ones on defense. Hey, first sitting here. He died horrifically the last time he played this spot. He's adjusted his position slightly to where he can't just die to a Habana pellet.
I don't know, that position's pretty fireable though, right? Because you can just shoot through the wood. So it depends. Gasher gets flashed out. Looks like they're trying to push out that player inside a Cigar, which was Gasher last time, but he's been pushed out anyway. He's playing now close to stage. And they're going to join out Cigar and see that he's not there anymore. And I don't know if they know he's in this corner by the stage, but he's still alive. He's just been flashed. He was just blind for a little bit. Slippery is looking to see if anybody jumps out on him from that red hallway window like we saw before from the side of one shot on their defense. But maybe Gash should be the person. He's running around downstairs now after dropping down the hatch in the train. Maybe drop out a person on the stage window. He's just making noise for the moment. And one shot now. They've at least cleared out but they clear a pixel next is the next step for them.
Looking like it.
Oh,
Someone pushed into the humidor. Storms. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of struggling with this little shield just a little bit. It's going to go down any second, I assume. A lot of burn flying out. Exile on a pixel. A greasy little angle there. Honestly, the freezer wall might be an obstacle as well, seeing how intensely AQUALIX is playing in there. CZ's trying to go for it. You saw CZ absolutely scalp somebody off the windows previously, looking to do it again. Exile's pixel. He's maybe giving it up a little bit. You see, there's a very long angle from the rappel. What is Storm shooting at? Is Storm crazy?
Is he not ADS? Like, what happened there? Oh, well.
What's going on there?
Well, they didn't clear
CZ?
pixel all the way because CZ fries Casanova.
CZ just continuing the pain in the attack half for Casanova. Literally like 0-8 and starting 7-1. Slippery.
Oh, he's still in the corner too.
It has no idea, but this isn't a shotgun. This is just a MP5. The only thing Slippery's got going for him is if CZ whiffs at this range, if he gets barrel stuffed. Quartz gets one, and it looks like that's the moment for Sweezy to swing around, putting us once again in an AQUALIX advantage at the end of a round.
Does Quartz not know?
Someone shoot him. Someone react. What is that? I don't know what that engagement was. But it's still a 2 versus 4. CZ with another. Going
CZ with the
for
4K?
the fourth.
CZ with the 4K?
I cannot believe it. AQUALIX has turned a 5-1 deficit in the match point scenario. Actually, I can believe it. I mean, once again, reminding you all, Casanova is a coach. One Shot's coach is playing. Don't be so hard, right?
Don't be sorry, man. Don't be sorry.
It's totally acceptable to blow a 5-1 lead when you have a coach playing, okay?
That was quite the round, though. At least, so this time they're at least able to get walls open. They're at least able to clear pixel within a decent amount of time. Fortunately, they lose Casanova earlier to CZ, and then CZ still plays that position of pixel just beyond the door, around the corner, and gets 2 more kills. Gets 3K for the round. And then you see Hat and other people still hold off on the Quartz. Quartz pushes away at the bar, he gets 2K for round. He tries to make it easy, make it doable for his team, but unfortunately, team member after member is going down to CZ, going down to members on the side of AQUALIX, and they just go down to these fights. Even though they got the walls open, even though they got the pixel cleared out for them, they still could not win the gunfights against the MP5 against other members on the side of AQUALIX. We go to match point. It's been a 5-0 half for them, just like one shot. They brought it back in spectacular fashion.
One thing One Shot has going for them right now, this site was the round they nearly closed it out. They had the site control until some flanks and some unfortunate timings happened. For all intents and purposes, the last One Shot talk onto this site was pretty damn good. They just failed to close. Same defense from AQUALIX.
It was due to a weakness, though. You think that AQUALIX will show the same weakness, though?
I mean, considering this is the same lineup and the same spread of players, I mean, maybe Exile will be more aware. Maybe he will be in the laundry room, perhaps, instead of on white stairs. Who knows? That remains to be seen. We do see One Shot. I mean, it's pretty much the same synopsis. Quartz in the...
Oh, yeah, because nobody's playing Cocktail, so nobody can watch the holes from below. But there's someone on Nubalk, though. So, Afer, though, playing Nubalk will probably catch him. He does that, but slip with a great grenade. And there's not before. There's no Aegir. There's no Womai in this site, so the grenades, like talked about before, like this, the gate grenades could be huge, and this round they are.
Could be. Kilo pushed in the train. A lot of one-shot players in the train now. So it looks like the rush is not going to come through the reading door. Looks like Torch is going to, once again, try to come from the opposite side. Create an opening. That's one way to do it. Absolutely slamming Exile. And it looks like the site's gonna start collapsing around AQUALIX really quickly. Gasher gets, finally, I mean, Casanova gets a kill after, what, 7 billion rounds?
Why you're a coach? You're so good.
I really don't have a comment on that. Casanova's gonna mean the coach is gonna be holding down the flank here. As Afer's gonna be tussling with him. It's just hat on the site. One shot looking, well, again, to close out this round, like last time.
Overtime.
It's on the rappel. Looking for cutoffs.
Unless Afer goes crazy. But no, he's dead. It's just hat.
Afer is dead. I mean, it's Hat who's going to be going crazy. Of course, swings in, suppressing him with the LMG. And yes, we're going to overtime.
5-1 halves for both teams. Wow. In that round two, we saw just early peeking from the side of, AQUALIX we've seen before, and it was One Shot to capitalize every single of those kills. First kill, though, was Slippery with a great grenade kill on the CZ. Again, we talk about no Womai, no Jaeger. He throws it right at Pixel, blows up both the shield and CZ, and then you see Gasher go down. You see Court, you see Cat go down, Exile go down. Just members, Exile peeking white. Of course, capitalizes on that, gets that pick. Gasher peeking Nubalk, gets picked up by Casanova. You leave Hat and Afer. Afer goes down. It's now Hat in a 1v4. He's trying to find kills. Not easy.
Huge announcement that Swaylin is now LFT. Thank goodness.
Casanova took a spot. Damn.
Swaylin
So good.
Thanks. One Shot's gonna be starting defense first as well. But obviously dominant site in this match. And well, considering again Casanova's ailments as a coach, defense is obviously much more suited for him. He was 7-1 on defense. And he's back in his natural domain. One Shot can just survive this map. And that's a big if. Clubhouse would be next. I've told you many stories about AQUALIX's clubhouses. Something they would much rather avoid. So it's crucial that AQUALIX takes not only their map pick, but they take the momentum and the energy from this map.
So the question is, now with this map, do they still sub Swaylin back in?
Really?
Do they?
You think they're not going to sub him back in?
Wait,
Like, no,
he
genuinely.
just said Swaylin's LFT.
Yeah, for legal reasons, that's a joke.
I know it's a joke. I was kidding. But yeah, the other full roster for Clubhouse as well, which is their map pick. So, AQUALIX now have to try and defy the odds or the historical stats of this match and win their attacking rounds and their defensive rounds and somehow make this win out this map. Despite so far, because the One Shot have the defense, they have the, oh wow, what a shot from Storms though. Now goes Afer, and that's already great stuff. One Shot to win this round out, which is, that reading is actually, this is a reading fireplace site. So far, just having them downstairs, they read it well because, like, on the attack on AQUALIX, you saw so many times that members on AQUALIX go from that bottom floor up rather than pushing from the top floor.
Naferstein had a fun time on entry. On attack, been misdroned. He's been just absolutely shadow peeked this round. It's not been fun. Casanova on the, I guess on the overwatch above. He's got to be concerned about Exile, who could drop down at any minute. Exile's tasked with holding the flank because this site for AQUALIX has been a nightmare. They've not been able to hold a flank. They've not been able to do a whole lot of anything right on this site. Casanova's pushed up. Again, there's no drone within the vicinity here. Exile's just kind of operating off of hopes and dreams right now.
Well,
he could
jumps
actually have an opening for a jump out, perhaps. Under who I'm not sure who that is repelling.
Did he know he's here?
That's hat on the rappel.
Oh, no,
it looks like
timing.
it's happening. The coach is out the window, but no.
Gasher was just walking in as he went to jump out the window. The time he turned around. Oh, man. Siege timing is the worst sometimes. It really is.
Really is. And honestly, they're kind of, I'm not sure what the end goal is for AQUALIX either, because they're looking like they want to do that same animal take, which stunk before. Now it looks like they're trying to clear out the top floor. And now it looks like there's someone in pillar. I don't know what AQUALIX is fully intent on doing. I'm not sure One Shot knows either. That is the advantage for AQUALIX. They're kind of everywhere. It looks like they're kind of reverting back to the minimal, though.
Oh,
Wall's getting opened.
They're reading.
And this is going to be a lot of pressure on the Goyo. And rather, whoever this is on the half wall here, Scorch just gets scalped. Opening for AQUALIX, a 2 versus 4. Storms is, I don't know, Storms is not in a condition of good health. Someone's still above for AQUALIX, or rather for One Shot. Kilo missing shots, that's rare. You don't really see that too often. And unfortunately, this is the worst time for AQUALIX. Taking a rare attack for both sides. It's going to put them on overtime match point where, hey.
I told you what they do. They defy the odds, defy the historical stats of this match, and they did just that. And unfortunately, even though they had the first pick, Storms slamming A for early. That was a great start. Get rid of the entry. But then Casanova playing inside of Piano. He tries to get aggressive, tries to go for the jump out, but as soon as he turns around, Gasher's inside of Cigar. Immediately gets that kill. Then they go from there. They go downstairs. They change that. They transition that into a top-down push to go for that horizontal push straight onto the site. They're opening up that reading wall. They kill Hat on the Hat. They kill the person on site. I believe it was I think it was Storms. I believe. No, not Storms. So something. Who it was actually on site. He goes down. They open that up. They open up, start getting sight. They get another pick on someone outside. They're slippery out of sight. You get that kill too. Storm sitting in laundry. Kilo upstairs inside of Cigar, and he was trying to hold the reading door from not Cigar, from Cocktail above. But unfortunately, as he's doing that, Exile's pushing Cocktail as he's doing it. And, you know, he has to look back below and up. He looks down. He tries to get the shotgun shot. Exile misses the shot, and unfortunately, it's a shotgun. So he's got to take a second to pump it back up, go for the next shot, and Exile finishes him off. Storm is left in a 1v4. He tries to get a kill. He can't make it happen.
Very uncharacteristically off game from Kilo as well. One Shot's gonna have to pull out an attack onto the kitchen, which
they've never done.
Nobody's done.
Nobody's done. Yeah, nobody's ever done this attack.
To be fair, not a lot of attacks have been won at all, but this one especially so. Gasher is confident.
Woo!
The coach has been eliminated. Which, I mean, to be fair, this is the exact same thing happened last time One Shot attacked this site. Casanova was sent to the spectator system early. This round's no different. Slippery with trade on a season. Not sure that happened.
Was he? Oh, he was playing Pixel? I guess. I think he's peeking Pixel.
So he just peeks the window.
Yeah. Well, hey. There goes CZ. So let's trade out now. We get even game so far when it comes to personnel. But again, what is the game plan from One Shot so far when it comes to this kitchen push? We haven't seen a great game plan from them. They've been going for minimum approaches. This time maybe they'll actually try to clear fully. And they'll be able to get pick off these roamers. One person on the white stairs. And now, unfortunately, Gash with another pick on the courts. 2 for the round for him. And so far, the roam clear, not so great. They got 1 pick, but they'll trade 1 out. They'll give the man advantage back to AQUALIX on their defense. And now, at this point, they're just going to let, One Shot do their thing. Take that vertical control and try to create and execute from that.
Try. And there's a lot of emphasis on try. There's not a lot going for him. A lot of defenders still entrenched in key positions. VIP, Whiskey. And of course the Echo drones as well, if we even get to that point. Live pings for Hat. Are you going to do it?
Oh.
Are you going to throw it? No, he's going to shoot. I think everyone is screaming C4 that, and he didn't until he moved. All right, well, Slippery's gonna get away. Hat, you know, after the Mistro, Hat is like, you know, he leaned forward. Got 14 kills now. Man, I mean, this is just like a slow, painful, constricting death. For one
And the
shot.
longer they take too, like the yokai's getting more effective the longer they take. And there's yokai in dining to just in fireplace to watch every movement as well. So if they know they're going for a freezer take, this is just every single movement is being watched here from the side of one shot. And if they go for this freezer take, they're just gonna mainly get well, Storm's gonna kill on the Kid Hat though. So there goes that Kaid on site. And Kid Hat will probably, you know, regret not using that C4 effectively. And actually, Kilo gets in the bunker, is now planting. But the yokai is the big thing here. That allows now for either Gasher to get close. He doesn't have a C4, so he's got to swing on the double door to get that kill. Exile drops down. He's getting for the second. Yokai to deny the play, but the play goes on anyway. Gasher's not in position, but actually went upstairs. Slip at the kill on Afer. He's got to drop down. Are they where the flank? Yes, because Storm is still upstairs. He downs Gasher. Exiles that last one left in a 1v3. Plants down. He's got to walk in. Intel is in his name, though. They know one's bunker. It is no one's freezer. No Slippery peeks out. He finishes Exile off, and one shot will do the same. They'll defy the odds. Take a kitchen round, and it's 7-7. We need all 15 rounds.
You know, I gotta say it. I was so close to saying I was gonna compliment Hat. The great game he's playing. And he's in the one part of kitchen where he's open to dying. You know, usually there's one spot, one really good spot. Over near the whiskey bar where that, you know, rotate hole is, like near the double door to kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
You can kind of stand there, you know, right, you know, where there's no vert, and just hold your C4 and, you know.
He could have sat in bunker too, actually.
Yeah. I think they were really relying on echo drones. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna blame X off for that. I mean, they just saw him. It's too much time left. There's 30 seconds.
We denied the first plant though, so he did his first shot, but he required then the rest of his teammates to, you know, move while he does that. So, you know,
It's just really strange. There's no one playing the double door. Rock.
Yeah. Oh no, Gasher was playing whiskey though. I think Gasher then went for a flank instead rather than going from whiskey or going from double door though. So he went for the push up of the flank, and unfortunately he does get upstairs. He does take control of the top floor of the hatch, but Storm's still playing train and just sees, you know, Gasher at the hatch, just kills him. So, you know, just unfortunate calls, I guess. You know, sometimes happen like that.
It do be like that, and I cannot stress how much this is must win for AQUALIX, because one shot will be full strength next map, and next map is essentially an AQUALIX auto ban. They need to take this round to stay alive. Oh, Gasher's playing operator roulette. He's been Zero. He's been Gridlock. He's been Zofia. Now he's Jackal. Will that be the answer against this Rome led by the Casanova on the... By the way, who's playing Thunderbird in this Rome? That's a wrinkle. Will that be the answer? Gasher on the hollow Jackal. We'll see. As he repels. He could catch someone. No!
Oh,
He had him. He had the man I just talked about. But you see he was punching the wall in frustration. If we're looking to just blast him. What are you doing?
Just ended right here.
Yeah, he's just like, hurry up and get the hatches. That's kind of funny. But this is quite literally for the marbles. I think AQUALIX loses here. I think we are very much staring down the barrel of a 2-0. Still roamers lurching around for one shot. In very critical positions. AQUALIX dropping down. Afer with drone spearheading this push. But again, keep in mind, there's mute jammers and there are pests that are going to make this a nightmare. Casanova playing the white stairs. And they're going to see that
footsteps. He knows he's there.
Who's going to pop up first? Is the question. Slippery will. He'll run away, get away. Oh my god, I thought Gasher was going to let him get away, but he gets the kill. Casanova finds Afer, though. And Storms, as well, going to join in on the fun. There's one-shot defenders everywhere, and they've lost track of the roamers. If you're AQUALIX, they're all going to get back to site, and, well, we're looking at the same situation that, well, one shot was in last round. And a lot of rounds, both teams, really. A bunch of dead attacker entries and an execute that needs to happen on the kitchen. Less than ideal.
Both rounds. It's just like they're in the man disadvantage that they you know, we saw one shot still make it happen last round. So can AQUALIX do the same despite the disadvantage? Looks like a ping C4 on the floor. They're gonna try and evade that for the moment. And the C4 does that go off? I think I heard it on the background. It goes off, doesn't kill anybody. So someone on the defense those C4, doesn't get a kill. But Casanova once again playing the aggressive role in the defense. He picks off Kid Hat coming down the brown stairs. Unfortunately, by themselves too. I don't know what the plan was there. Just kind of maybe taking a peek down by the stairs and was unfortunately surprised.
Laying on the-
Oh my god! It's just Quartz laying down, watching. Doesn't expect his leg to be out in the open towards White. Gasha throws a smoke towards that double door. Storm is here playing Kochek, though. He's giving the next point of contention for them. He's got a shotgun in hand. Grenade from his back, though. He might be getting pinched by the attack team AQUALIX. He's got Storm there. There he goes. Down goes Gasha. Great shotgun in the face. Exiles and Whiskey. He's kind of not sure that he's going to exile in a 1v3. Casanova getting aggressive once again. He'll finish him off, and one shot will take their map choice of Cafe 8-7.
And I cannot emphasize that is a disaster if you're AQUALIX. So many opportunities missed. But unfortunately, Gasher's revenge will come up short. The coach situation is just never in his favor.
He won. He got 1 for 1 though. 11 kills, 11 deaths.
I mean, he got his frags right. I told you how that works. You know,
Apparently, you were right. Damn.
it's not Gasher's fault.
I guess the question now is though, are you right? Is he going to outperform Swaylin though?
That remains to be seen. Honestly, Swaylin might be out of a job, buddy.
Oh,
Swaylin, are you listening? Might be it for you, buddy. Derek keeps playing like that. Casanova, aka Chat Penguin Lips. He goes by 3 different aliases. Sway might be LFT, but yes. We have another map, but before we get to that map, I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all about Mike. I want to tell you about how you can take your candy game to the next level with the delicious pack of original fruity or mega mix Mike and Ike, the delicious, fruity, flavorful flavors. Help power up your candy game to the next level. Mike and Ike, thank you.
or sour. Nobody mentioned sour. Come on, guys. Nobody like sour here.
I don't.
Where are my sour? Where are my sour like? Where are my sour fans? Come on, just somebody gotta be in the chat like
I'm
sour.
more of an umami guy myself.
Oh man, oh man, oh.
But yes, we're gonna take a quick break before we go to map number 2, which will be Clubhouse, AQUALIX on a bit. Before that, we'll have like a cute little video for you. So sit by, watch that. Stick around for map number 2.
Hi, I'm Casanova, and I'm the head coach for One Shot. There are some really good T3 teams that did better than even a lot of pro teams did in scrims. Whether it was the unorthodox style, how they played, or it was just the fact that we weren't used to playing the really aggressive swingy style. Where there's a strength in teams, there's also a weakness. So teams that swing a lot, we're ready to punish that. And we know going into it that those teams like to do that sort of thing. As long as we play our game, we are communicating with each other. Team play beats all, if you ask me. I'm really confident that we're going to be able to take care of amateur play, I guess would be. But there's some really good T3 teams. I feel like amateur is definitely underselling it a little bit. College. I don't have anything interesting to pay for in my life. I'm really cheap too. So I just put all my money into college, and if I don't, then I invested. Swaylin has been on this grind for years now, and he is, in my opinion, the most underrated player in all of CL. I think like with the amount of work that he puts in, the amount of talent, how he's always like coming to scrims with a can-do attitude, he always puts everything out in the server. That is who I would probably say is the most determined player. But everyone on our team works incredibly, incredibly hard. I would say lack of an ego. You see a lot of talking, a lot of chatter between teams, people on the TL. No, we're not perfect. I'm sure we've said some things, and I love joking with a lot of my friends and whatnot, which is probably something that I could always do less of, but I know my team is always focused on us. What can we do? It doesn't really matter what other teams are doing, as long as we can play our game, as long as we can work on what we need to work on, like, we'll be set. I would love to have like .tsm in my name. I don't know about anyone else on my team, but TSM is always an org. It was like one of the first orgs that I was ever introduced to, but any T1 team would just be like a blessing to be a part of. Since stage 2, I think, Swaylin has always let us off on game day by singing Firework by Katy Perry. It just before every game day in TeamSpeak when we're all there, Firework by Katy Perry. So that has kind of been like our team song, and it's great. I prefer being outdoors, unless it's on an indoor basketball court. There's nowhere else I'd rather be besides that or hiking. I am a third year and I am in marketing and management.
Welcome to the NerdStreet Winter Championships, featuring SCS6, a yearly open tournament series hosting the best players and teams North America has to offer, culminating in a community favorite, the Pro-Am. So let's discuss format. During the Winter Champs season, SCS6 will consist of 2 stages, where each stage begins with 2 open qualifiers. Once Stage 1 is complete, there will be an additional tournament offering 1 more qualification spot prior to Stage 2. Through participating in SCS6, players will acquire leaderboard points and cash prizing. The winning teams from Stage 1 and 2, as well as the additional tournament, will qualify for the Pro-Am. The top 2 teams from the leaderboard will also qualify. As we approach the end of the season, the final qualification spot will be determined through a last chance qualifier. The Grand Finals of the Winter Champs SCS6 will feature the return of the Pro-Am, where the top amateur teams have an opportunity to define their talent against the North American Pro League. But in the end, only one team will be crowned Winter Champs. Sign up today and make history.
V3, make that a 1v2.
2 seconds left. It's gonna come down.
Favor making a third as he looks up. Make it up. Finds the draw. 3. Stunning here from.
Map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2. Map number 2 is an AQUALIX. Let's just say they don't play it too often, and when they do, they stink. Last week, they got absolutely slammed by, the team is called Soup. They lost to a team called Soup. Pretty badly.
Hey, but if you're just coming in, you didn't see last game, that was an 8-7 in the favor of One Shot, winning AQUALIX's map pick of Cafe. You just seen the replays here, and what a map, and the coach won 11-11. 11-11.
Yeah, the big question is, can Swaylen get more than 11 kills? Can Swaylen match the academic and talent levels of prowess that is Casanova? That remains to be seen. But yeah, it was a treat. One Shot had a 5-1 lead, and then proceeded to switch the attack half, and well, AQUALIX proceeded to win 5 rounds to win themselves. Went to overtime, and
The script
AQUALIX
flipped entirely.
AQUALIX, yeah, I mean, I think both teams won.
Yep, they both won their attacking rounds.
It's just both won their attacking rounds in a game where no one could attack for various reasons. One Shot's playing with their coach. AQUALIX is just being AQUALIX. I don't know, but One Shot came out on top. That's AQUALIX's map pick. That's what AQUALIX was banking on. They lost it. Now they're going to a clubhouse where One Shot has pretty nice wins. More recently, I believe they actually lost. I think back. In invite calls, they lost to Aerial Rise after beating them on Clubhouse Challenge League. They lost to them in invite calls on Clubhouse. Ended up winning that series.
Did they beat them? Wasn't England on the team back then though?
What? One Shot AQUALIX? Yes.
No. When they played Aerial Rise, I can't remember in CL.
No.
Is that when England was on the team or no? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm confused now. All I know is Kilo also went 1-9, and they still won. I mean, let me tell you that's as ridiculous as the coach getting 11 kills. I mean, I've been Kilo's hype man for quite a long time, and the fact that they went 1-9, and I've talked about he was the victory condition for One Shot at times, and he still won. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Maybe it's gonna be different on Clubhouse for them, as we we're going to in a little bit, but it's gonna be interesting to see because, like I said, AQUALIX have not shown a great Clubhouse as of recent. Maybe it's changed over the last week or so. Maybe they've really gotten down and dirty with it. I don't know, but we shall see. And yeah, Keela going 1-9. Maybe you're different this round. Maybe you have a better Clubhouse game. Maybe Cafe is in this map.
Yeah, did you just say like over the course of a week they can change their Clubhouse? Think so? Do you really believe that, or are you just saying it?
I'm just saying it to say it.
Because
maybe losing to Soup really puts that in you. I don't know.
Maybe that puts them in a high gear. You think? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think one shot just kind of. They're gonna have Swaylin back. Sway Lee is in the lobby. He's here. He's ready to play. He's ready to make sure that he will not be LFT after this. Gonna try to outperform Casanova. Clubhouse. AQUALIX. Gonna be banning first. I guess that's good news, right? They're gonna ban some operator that we totally don't expect.
They're going to ban Sophia.
Why would they do that? That's Gasher's favorite operator. They're gonna be
banning.
They
wouldn't do that. There's no way they did that.
They're gonna be banning Habana. Not too surprising. I mean, you don't want a Habana on Clubhouse at any point. You don't want 10,000 hatches getting opened. You don't want your impact tricky not working. Maverick being banned. Maybe. Or a Thatcher. It's Maverick. We're actually have Thatcher up on a.
I think it's been a while since I've casted a Thatcher. I think the last time I casted a Thatcher was like Cafe.
We're gonna have a Thatcher up Clubhouse.
So is it gonna be the same Valkyrie Mirror though? Mirror on Clubhouse can be difficult to deal with, but since Thatcher's available, you can get around the mirror easy. Well, I guess Habana's banned though, so maybe not. It depends. So I wonder if they're going to keep with the mirror ban despite Thatcher being available. Depends. Yep, mirror's gone too then. Never mind.
Looks like
so same old, except for Maverick instead of the Thatcher. Here for bans, you can really interchange the Habana and Maverick ban usually we see on Clubhouse, but still having Thatcher available is going to make it more interesting, I guess. Here, really, but I don't know how much it's going to really change.
And honestly, sometimes changes things for. I mean, in a bad way for some teams. Some teams just act like they don't know how to play with Thatcher up. Genuinely. And it's almost like they'd be better off with another operator slotted in there based on how they play with. Depends on how well practiced one shot is because one shot's gonna be attacking first. And they're gonna be the ones with that choice. Ace to Capita. That's actually what I was talking about. Like, so for example, you bring Thatcher, some teams just straight up don't bring like a Capita ever. Because Thatcher. They're just bringing Thatcher instead. Because the Thatcher player sometimes is the Capital player, etc., etc. So that type of dynamic ends up happening. Looks like one shot's gonna opt to get rid of one of their breachers.
So I wonder if Kilo is probably bringing Heartbreach Pargers, I'm assuming on Capital. I'd hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
would make sense.
That's obviously one way of doing it. I mean, you say that, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past some of these teams sometimes because I watched Gasher pick 0.
Having only 2 ectothermic charges on a basement defense is painful.
Yeah, I mean, I literally watched Gasher. I hope Kilo's bringing a Heartbreach charge. I watched Gasher just run 0, no Heartbreach, which was strange. So I'm not gonna rule it out yet until I see it. Okay, he has Heartbreach.
Hey, told you. Yeah, well, I'll say there's no way they would.
I'm not gonna rule it out, right?
Well, hey, we're on a Arsenal Church defense for AQUALIX start us off, and this is soft actually. He could pre-fire this actually. Well, Exile's going to back off and actually pre-fire for the moment. But there's a roam. There's a roam here from the side of AQUALIX. You're going to see, it looks like there's decent some wood come through the wall there. That was interesting. From Gasher punching inside of Logi. But yeah, this is, the fact they have all of dirt soft is going to be an interesting play later on, but depends how long they hold it. Gasher's under siege. He opens up the hatch up into Logi. Kilo's trying to open up into CCTV, but of course it's muted, so they're going to have to destroy those mute jammers somehow.
Pretty sure you might be able to also just repel and make a nerdy angle that way. But more importantly, they left logistics off. Or rather, not logistics, just Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi soft. Which, very strange for a roam like this, considering they're also hoarding 4 reinforcements.
Oh, I just noticed that too. Yeah, they have 4. What the heck?
They just said, you know what? They're gonna get Jacuzzi anyway. I don't care about reinforcing.
So they didn't reinforce the dirt. I guess maybe they'll late reinforce it. They didn't reinforce Jacuzzi. So what are those last 4 for? Are they going to late reinforce something? Interesting. Well, at
and
least they'll notice
you know what
one
happened?
person's inside a bar. What?
They probably don't play this map too often.
There's no way, right?
And they just said,
telling
you
me
know
they're
what?
just. You tell me they're just unprepared. Is what you're telling me. There's no way.
I think AQUALIX is unprepared. That's the first sign of it. Slippery gonna pay the price though. Afer, unprepared or not, just gonna snipe Slippery. I don't know. Did Afer even reinforce this round? Who knows? But he got the kill, and that's what counts, right? This is a shooter. At the end of the day,
This is a shooter.
So AQUALIX not reinforcing with the lead, and Kilo's
They
gonna
did.
be.
They saw him, right?
Yeah, he's just probably not looking to take
yeah.
a 1v1.
Yeah,
Wait
that
for a
makes sense.
teammate to.
Yeah, Storm's to go on the other side, and they're gonna. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. I hope he droned him there, but yeah, maybe I'd hope not. Like, I really hope they're just not that. That. Oh, and there goes the Rooney of Gasher. Dasher goes down, so now it's even up on the man count. CZ's still playing, so maybe. Well, it's maybe the AQUALIX going back to that full court press they've done in the past.
To be fair, that's just about every clubhouse room ever. CZ just sprints into Storms after killing Kilo. But either way, this is a lot of time wasted and a lot of angst caused by AQUALIX. 3 versus 3 with 25 seconds. Yes, you're right. Your screen is not malfunctioning. There are 20 seconds left. One shot has to do something, and then you do it quickly. Swaylin is, again, back in the lobby, back in the games. Exil's going to be standing on this exothermic charge, trying to play an off angle, but it doesn't really matter. Afer's holding from blue. The Moto door push coming through. Quartz trading Afer, but they have no idea the pulse is here. There are 3 seconds left, one shot. You have to step into the site, and they will, but there's not enough time. And a biblical waste of time from one shot, or rather from AQUALIX. And well, here we are. They had 4 reinforcements in pocket, and they still win the round.
I guess they did, because we always talk about, like, it depends on, like, on these roams. A lot of teams do roam, but then they on the first side of pressure they usually fall back. But here in AQUALIX side, we go for that full court pressure. A lot of people are roaming, but they stayed for their lives. Every single play in AQUALIX went for some kind of kill or some kind of interaction before leaving, before running off. They didn't just run off when they saw somebody or knew somebody was pushing their territory per se. So I think it's different from AQUALIX. They wasted literally most of the clock. Like you said, there was 20 seconds left to make an execute happen. 20 seconds.
And the strangest thing about it is, like during a roam like that, the whole point of it is if they do clear it, well, it's not the whole point, but one of the points is that you can waste some hard breach, you can waste whatever. I mean, when you leave the wall soft, I mean, I just can't imagine that was planned. And the fact that it wasn't planned from AQUALIX, and they still just kind of won, is both impressive on their part and also just kind of sad from one shot. Especially considering I'm hyping this up as their map. It is their map. Literally, they picked it. Little setup going down in bar for AQUALIX, and I'm not crazy, right? This is a CC defense, and there are reinforcements and roamage and rotations all set up towards Master and Logistics for AQUALIX. So there's what is that?
What?
You see a little half-cocked hole in the Logistics wall?
Yeah, there's like a little hole walking into downstairs. Like, right? That hole. That hole in the logi?
Yeah, I mean,
that just like, oh, maybe that's 4 holes so he can shoot the guy who drops on the hatch.
Yeah,
I think I've seen that before.
I hope that's what that is.
I think that is what it is. I don't know for sure. I can't read their minds.
I'm 72% sure that's what that is. So one shot. They've got some obstacles to overcome. They've got a Gasher with the C4 into the hatch. He's playing off the audio here. C4 out, but it does nothing but blow up the air. Storms
right away.
well, he's not going to be able to sledge this because AQUALIX reinforced and mute jammed it. But there's a Thatcher, and of course, with a little bit of teamwork, you can make the dream work and get that wall open. But it looks like they're more focused on the platform wall. Yeah, keep in mind, Maverick's banned, so this could get awkward if there was some tricking going on, but there isn't. Just a wall open for one shot.
I guess they mute jammered that wall just to make it so they can funnel them towards a garage take. Make you see how difficult it is to open Jacuzzi and actually take that master side. Maybe? Because there's the Y there. They have the Kokona stations of Thunderbird on the rafters too. So CZ has quite a lot of utility here to stay alive on rafters. For the moment, at least, you don't see all the discs. He's got Kokona stations. He's got a lot to keep him alive. You see how long he can stay alive. Slippy pushing downstairs to clear out the person below. Because you see all this open up between stage and stock. They have a lot in hand to stay alive, and they open the hatch for Afer so he can jump down, retreat when he needs to. He'll get spotted out. Is he going to stay alive here? It looks like Slippery is seeing if he retreats or not down the hatch. He's gonna lie down, drop down anyway. He's able to stay alive. Still on HP though.
Gasher's going to be a menace below. Keep in mind he used the C4 earlier. Exile finding Slippery. Somehow, some way, surviving explosions from below. He's confused about the origin of said explosion. But Storm's just gonna walk up Casher. You don't see that every day. Just walks right up, nearly gets a double kill. Afer gets down elsewhere, leaving just Gasher. If you blinked, you just missed all of that action. And with some missed shots back and forth between him and Kilo, well, it's gonna start the plant again. There's no C4 in Gasher, so Soylent has nothing to really worry about. Full site control for one shot. At this point, it's just ensuring they can't rotate up these stairs to perhaps twist this round back.
Oh, but
in their favor. They're going to go out of the garage door instead. Maybe go on rafters. Not sure where they want to go. But either way, one shot's got the advantage with the rappel from the platform and Quartz at an off angle. This seems unlosable. Gastry has no idea. And Quartz with the double kill, the spray transfer. One shot gets their first round.
What a round that was, really, because it seemed like, you know, there was a lot of people roaming on the side of AQUALIX. There was people in by bedroom, there was people downstairs, there was Gasher by billiards, for God's sakes. They were everywhere. So the fact that then, you know, they identified that and you saw Storm just walk up red, kill almost 2 people, but then allow Swindler to jump through the window, then kill the person that killed Storms, gain control of site, get that plant down, despite the kills too, because you saw the eggs, I guess the first kill slip. We saw other members go down on the side of one shot as well, but they're still able to gain their control because there's so many roamers on AQUALIX. I guess, you know, last round they weren't really playing for the full core press, but I guess now they are on Clubhouse.
I think the difference is maybe one shot's a little bit more ready for it. Had a better attack in mind. And obviously the site changed as well. Cash is a lot harder to get away at the room compared to the basement. And Gym's going to be the same story. AQUALIX, you know, running around on Gym isn't exactly the most helpful thing. I think it's going to really more come down to, you know, like we see the Goyos from Exile, where he's going to put those, whether one shot can deal with those. And of course the power positions that are going to be obviously held with the Wamai and CZ, who's just always in those positions. Look, there's the shielding construction, which means we're going to be seeing, I like how this map is still developing. I mean, there was a time we didn't see construction holds, but they're becoming more common than draw hash holds.
You're actually seeing Vibo stage bar defenses too now, because it's not stock and bar now.
I mean, you see they have like rotations and all this set up here. I think they're all actually doing a little bit of both.
Oh,
with 2 rotations. I don't know. They have 2 rotations there, and actually, this is pretty unique for Rock. I don't know. I haven't seen this one. I haven't seen this variation yet.
They get a lot up here. They reinforce CCTV, but they're still getting a lot in stock if they do push that side of the map.
You see, there's a
Gasher.
little bit of a flaw to it, though, is since there's no Jaeger, there's no room in the lineup here for a Jaeger. It means, yeah, you have more shield, and yeah, you have more ground that you're kind of extended out to, but those shields are going to go down very easily, especially if one shot moves quickly. It's Wamai. It takes a minute for those to develop and generate. Quartz just gets slammed immediately off the start of the round.
Wow.
I'm not sure what happened to him.
Where was
off
he
the
even?
rappel, it looks like.
Oh, it was off the rappel. Wow, nice shot. Well, Storm's at least will answer back, though.
Smoke dies immediately after. So it's
on the
almost like it's
windows.
for nothing.
You get a kill. He's waiting, making sure nobody peeks that, but he'll go to the Afer, actually. Afer's still playing these windows. He takes out 2. Afer's holding down the site. Eggs will get the kill of his own. He's refragged back by Slippery in return. They're both pushing him from Jacuzzi. And there's Slippery once again with that LMG. Down goes Afer. He makes their entry through Jacuzzi, though he's by himself, though, because the other member is pushing from kitchen side.
Tell one shot's really pressing the issue on the Jacuzzi side of things because they know how much is invested on cash, how much emphasis is being put there, and they're trying to work that in their favor. Kilo just kind of running back and forth from the floor, or else just going to plant in the middle of Gym. I don't think Gasher actually has info exactly on where he's planting. He's going to hop off the plant. Gasher now is position known. Both players know, and it's who's better, and Gasher is in this scenario. Winning the 1 versus 1 with 8 bullets. Kilo is not winning this one. Gasher just shooting. He got the elephant. I swear Gasher's rocking that charm for England. In his honor. But yeah, we just, and you can tell, I mean, one shot's just, you saw how much they were just trying to force the window play and force the Jacuzzi push. I mean.
Yeah, where was Quartz at? Was he on the rappel all the way by
He
the
had-
garage?
I think he just got, he's on the rappel. Someone popped the window.
Afer bopped him pretty hard, and then Afer gets bopped himself. But Afer got 2 kills though on that, just on the windows, just playing the bedroom windows. Storm just playing. He gets 1 kill. He gets fragged up by Afer. You saw then Slip walk in with the LMG, take out 2 of his own. But Kilo wasn't there, unfortunately. Kilo was coming from below, so he couldn't help his team out in the 1v2 trying to push sites.
Yeah, I mean, One Shot has been known to do this. I explicitly remember around Challenge League and Cafe where they quite literally sent, 4 people through Whitehall on Cafe? Just screw it, we're going. Tried to do it again somewhat on that round. AQUALIX was ready for it. Afer was the raid boss that round. They never actually really dealt with him until the damage was done. And back to the basement again where Rome from AQUALIX wasted abhorrent amounts of time. And it looks like that this is their, I mean, not only did they waste time, they did a lot of killing too. This is, well, their second attempt at it. Oh, maybe this time they reinforce. There's still 4 reinforcements, so maybe they just really don't
They're
care
gonna leave
about
the same 4.
I think they just don't care about Jacuzzi at all. And
Not Dirt either. They leave Dirt soft as well. They just don't even care about Dirt. I guess because it, allows Exile to get intel and shoot through those soft walls. I don't know per se.
I mean, it is because someone, people like to rappel up on this north side.
True.
You can just hit Dirt and shoot them in the butt. I mean, that's
Or if they're
literally
going
what
for
happened to
Jacuzzi
Storms
as
right
well.
now. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You get a pick on
Exile.
someone Jacuzzi too. So yeah, I really guess you could use that effectively if you're aggressive. And so far, we'll see if this time if how One Shot deals with this. This is actually able to open up this wall because he put up a little bit higher and out of the range of the mute jammer. Can you actually vault through that?
I mean, vault through it. I mean, can you even look through that? I wouldn't want to stick my face in that. Not that it matters because once again, Jacuzzi's just soft. The bathroom wall's soft. One Shot should be able to push in from this side with these and collapse this room. Looks like that's the plan. Everyone's droning and trying to clear. And they might take their time a little bit more this round. It seemed like before, trying to force the issue a little bit. So maybe they'll be a little more patient. See where it's pushing in. Not really finding anybody. I'm not really sure where the. Yeah, it looks like they all rotated.
Most were downstairs, actually.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
like, where's everybody?
They're downstairs already. I think there's only 1 person roaming now because you saw 4 downstairs. I believe maybe 1's still roaming. C4 out on somebody upstairs, but it won't go off. And they able to get the kitchenette open with that can opener. So there is One Shot creating more angles for their attack rather than just opening up that church wall because they had no time left. So now they have more angles for this, and I think everyone's just downstairs, just kind of all crowding around each other, waiting for the push from One Shot.
I had to rub my eyes there on the reinforcement. I thought it was just soft on church.
Oh no, that was
it's
just the other way.
It's just, yeah, I was about to start screaming. I was
So
about to lose my cool.
No, someone's still roaming. I thought, there's still one person roaming. Do they know that person is still roaming? It looks like it is CZ. No, not CZ. It's Afer? No, who is it? Oh, it's
I think he just hit the rotation of blue because there's no one there from One Shot. No one actually holding the flank. There's 4 One Shot attackers in kitchen.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually playing the blue lurk, which allows for an opening for Gasher to go back up after they originally thought it was clear. That could be something that cost them, but it looks like they're aware of it. Yeah, I mean, who is this?
It's Quartz.
Quartz is ready, and he still gets slammed by Gasher. Unbelievable. Quartz had the advanced intel and still lost. Gasher's just going to continue to be a menace rotating around, and it looks like a kitchen drop that's going to come through. Utility flying out from the Capital, but none onto the actual cross here from Church. They're instead going to hold it with an angle from the hatch. It'll get them a kill, but it looks like this round is very much trending in the favor of AQUALIX. Another basement defense looking like it's going to go their way. Storms, at this point, I would have just saved, but no, he's going to drop into
just
Gasher.
saved.
I mean, what was...
Again, it becomes like a one-sided attack. I think the 1 person was pushing that main stairs, but 1 there was going there. 3 were pushing down the kitchen hatch. You saw Quartz upstairs trying to stop the flank, but he failed, as we saw earlier.
Nobody pushed, nobody held blue, and they didn't even attempt to go in dirt
either. Yeah, no dirt, no blue push.
Did you see any utility in dirt? Did you see 700 ADSs and 3 shields in dirt or something? They just said we're not going dirt. We're not going to bother watching the blue flank, and we're just going to drop kitchen and hope it works.
I guess maybe dirt being soft is such an anomaly that they're scared to push it. I don't know.
No, honestly, it's kind of a half-cocked attack from One Shot. Let me tell you, I thought this was.
Well, it's like we saw from Cafe. A lot of these attacks just seem very one-sided. They're not very thorough. and then they're just going for a play that seems just jumping down one hole and expecting to win every gunfight.
To be fair, I mean, they did use utility. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we heard some, capital bolts go off. We heard some other things happen, but not a lot.
I mean, there was some
Can't
utility
opening.
used. Otherwise, that attack kind of stunk from one shot. And listen, I said AQUALIX, and the history of them in Clubhouse, the history of Gasher in Clubhouse, they just don't play. It's been banned about 95% of the time this team has existed. And here they are taking it to one-shot a team who, like I said, they have much higher pedigree in Clubhouse than AQUALIX historically. But clearly none of that crap matters in the present day and age.
Nothing's being brought here, unfortunately. But hey, maybe different on defense, because it seemed like Cafe was defender-sided, and maybe this will be the same thing, I guess.
You would think with, I don't know, it depends.
We'll see, I guess. We'll see.
I like
But
to have a
Jose,
debate on it, but like,
we still got 2 more rounds from one shot on their attack, so they still could bring this back around. They could still even up the half. Could. Once again, this is the big thing. Last time we had this push, they opened up plat. Actually, yeah, this is the round they won. Was a CC defense. Was the fact that they opened up, they gained control. They actually walked up red last time because again, this roam from AQUALIX, and they tried to roam on this site, which allowed a person like Storms to walk up red, unaware, no intel for AQUALIX to go off of. He gets a kill, allows us to swing and jump through the window, and the rest of the one-shot members to push in and get that plant down. Can they do it this time? I hope not. I hope they don't let Storms just walk up the stairs.
I don't know if you caught it just there. Swayland didn't open the wall enough on the left side where the Zofia could repel and shoot the impacts.
Oh yeah, he did it last time too. He can't see into
So
red.
Swayland is just trolling right now because he
did
can't
that
even
the-
he can't
He
throw him
did
out
that
a
last
wall.
round too. He did the last time. Oh wow.
And Slippery gets just bodied by Hat, who's honestly having himself quite a series, like 14 kills last map. A nasty stinker there. But we're still even. Afer's still just in stock. Looking to support CZ, obviously. CZ's playing a very unenviable position. He's going to get surrounded by these one-shot attackers, most likely. It looks like that's what one-shot's going for, because they sure as hell aren't clearing from Master over. Looks like a lot of emphasis around Garage, at least for the time being. Someone on Repel there. And again, I don't think, like, whoever's on that Repel, like, I don't think they can actually see anything. That's how the wall is. Storms gets another, just off screen. I don't know. Storms It's Afer, who was trying to support, again, trying to support CZ, who's still in this position where
He's got all the
is he
magnets.
just throwing the disc at his feet? Is he aware
He just
that
throw the disc at his feet.
CZ, man?
He's got like 5 discs
What if-
at his feet.
What if they
Hat
throw the
goes
grenade
down
and
to-
it goes to your
Oh.
feet? Okay.
Well, hey, Quartz is getting kills as well. Now it's down to just Exile and CZ. Great C4 from Exile. Great shot from CZ. Denies Kilo to push into Garage. He's getting shot from the side, though, from Plat as well. And now Storms is going to do the same thing. Walk up red. Hat's dead, so nobody's really watching red except Exile. Actually, there's an alarm this time, though. That means at least they know of his presence. He's going to push up. He's going to hit by the corner station, get healed. Shots come through. CZ's trying to hold on to Rafters. Storms has made their way through red, and they still don't know Exile's pushing in Plat. Or pushing through, he gets both the kills and denies the push into sight. AQUALIX will take this round.
Very much all over the place yet again. From the wall, that I mean, listen, it's just the little minuscule, stupid little things, but it can mess you up.
I would
Also-
say like they set Kilo by himself in the garage.
I don't know, the garage clear was not very good. Considering I was watching CZ throw discs at his feet. I mean, they were grenade magnets, like in the worst possible. Like someone could have thrown a grenade up there and they would have landed right on him. I'm not sure what was going on there.
He could run away from it technically because it still would reset the timer. But yeah, it still would be at his feet and he had to run away from that position. And yeah, we still saw we saw from Swayland. Swayland was trying to get shots on the CZ from that position. Kilo walks in. They didn't really have anybody else at the door either on Garage. And then we saw Storms once again go red. But this time, Hat's already dead. So Storms walks up red. There's an alarm this time though, so they obviously know he's pushing up red. And Exile does take shots on the Storms, but even though he took shots on the Storms, still doesn't know he's there. Walks into CCTV, gets shot in the back walking in, because Exile still playing cash. And he kills the last player of Swayland walking through the breach. I just not totally sure what the intent is or what they're really doing as a team.
You almost wish Kilo would. I mean, remember what I said earlier? How you bring Thatcher and people. It's almost like they'd be better off with something that wasn't Thatcher, even though he's up.
I must say they could have thatchered the roof and then thrown grenades at CZ, couldn't they?
Not sure about the range on that. Pretty sure the range is kind of stinky.
I'm not totally sure if the range of it or not, because I know on Cafe that works. Because on Pixel, you can do that on Pixel and Cafe.
I don't know. I'd have to hop in a custom game, man, and see.
Yeah.
All I know is the Thatcher isn't giving it quite the effect that you like.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the real Thatcher do much this game so far.
But then again, it's somewhat essential. I mean, well, not really, because I guess you could go below to get the CCTV wall. It's just a whole bunch of headache.
Hey, for this it is. It's pretty helpful.
I mean, you see where it's kind of like a double-edged sword, which makes you wonder why is he just so? Why is he auto banned all the time? Hat flirting with death. Honestly, probably should have died. Look at his health. But there's no Thunderbird this time for AQUALIX, so he's not gonna be able to just heal up. One shot again, playing for the windows, playing for Jacuzzi, and not necessarily putting a lot of focus on Cash. I mean, I will tell you, Thatcher can do good work in terms of dealing with Evil Eyes as well. See one flying out from quartz. Wonder if he's actually gonna have the angle to shoot it. Again, you look at how much emphasis is on Cash for AQUALIX. C4 flying out from Afer. Afer was ridiculous in this spot in the previous gym defense.
Well, CZ's trying to go for a kill, and he
he
will go
just
for a kill.
walked
Where's the coverage?
Who is on a rappel? Just
Who's
just
on
chilling.
flat?
Kilo's just.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, those holes are not all that big.
Yeah,
for
they're
him.
not. I guess, but you still gotta have someone holding it. Someone at least have some holes, pre-fire some holes in there. It's like a small hole, but well, at least nobody dies on the side of one shot to CZ peeking the server window. But still, nobody's really. This is thinking this push. They open up Jacuzzi. That's all they've done so far. They haven't pushed any CCTV. They destroyed the shield on bedroom. But otherwise, what control has one shot gained here in this round?
Afer just kind of walks into the fire and into quartz. He's holding that passive angle. And Kilo, we talked about what the heck's he doing? Well, he's killing Gasher apparently from the other side of things. Gonna deny the plant. No, Slippery with perfect timing. He's gonna absolutely snap on a hat. C4 flying out from what? CZ just walked into the bedroom under the C4, but the plant went down. It's a 2 versus 1 as CZ's going to get shut down by Storms. He's low on health himself. That's what Exile has to work with. He's going to hop through the Selma breach here and perhaps go to the window to deal with Kilo, who's proned under the air conditioning. Storms at long range. One shot. We'll salvage this attack half. It's feeling like old Clubhouse here. 2-4. I don't know. I'm not sure who.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I'll be honest.
I would say the only time we've seen one shot win these rounds is when they just get early picks, and we saw that exactly in last round. They didn't have much control. They opened up Jacuzzi. They had someone watching from Platinum CCTV, which didn't really do much. But the only reason they won the round is because they were getting picks through the windows, getting picks from Jacuzzi onto players from AQUALIX over and over again. And then they jump in the gym with that control. We saw someone try to deny the plant, couldn't do it because Slippery was on it, ready for that cover. And then there was a C4 thrown by Exile, but I believe Exile waited because CZ was pushing his angle. So he didn't blow the C4 up, which maybe could have denied the plant. Hard to say. Kind of messed there at the end there, but unfortunately, CZ goes down after getting that pick onto the planter, but the plant goes down. Exile's in a post plant of 1v3. Tries to run up, tries to go to CC window, get a kill on somebody, gets picked off by Storms at the end there, and we go on to now one shots defense. We'll start with CCTV and Cash first.
A lot of moving parts last round. One shot on Cash. The Thatcher versus Bandit dynamic. See how that works. So rare. In particular. There's a lot of nuances to it.
How about you just go below and just go from the main door and just negate it though?
I don't know. That depends on if they want to do that.
See, true. It depends if they want to do it or not. That is very true. I guess it depends on where he puts it. I'm not sure if he's actually trying to ban trick or maybe just put it on the garage walls. Depends. He's got 4 in hand. Maybe he is trying to ban trick actually. And so far, it looks like they're going to try and hold on to lounge for as long as possible. They get the shield inside the lounge. How long can they hold on to it?
With Maverick banned, it does open up the opportunity. If the attacking team skips some steps and just tries to go mainly for the breach.
No way, right?
Maybe there's ADSs on that drone hole there, which there almost certainly is.
Oh, but they have
There's a chance
both. They
this
have
trick
both.
could go off. But
They,
yeah,
they
like,
can't. You can't trick both creatures though.
That's what you think.
There's no way. Yeah,
Okay, he
let's
gets
say there's no way.
one, and he might get exile. C4 just doesn't kill exile. But wow, that was close. I mean, but yeah, it works when AQUALIX just goes full ham sandwich on trying to breach this open. But it's still, honestly, that's not the greatest breach. You saw how Swayland, his little slight error of not putting the charge at the right azimuth, caused so many issues for the player trying to repel around the breach, whatnot. Gunfighting and engagements occurring in logistics in Swayland. I don't think they have any idea Slippery's on the stairs either. But you can see how the little things with the breach can cause issues. So I was gonna push in. He's concerned about the stairs, but isn't sure.
Someone's in the bathroom too. Oh no, yeah, no, that's Swayland now pushing the bathroom.
This is where drone would be nice.
Yeah, well, they know he's in there. There's 3 members trying to get around CZ. And for the moment, not CZ, for Swayland. Swayland goes down finally into the bathroom. Do they know there's no place Slippery on the stairs? Exile's looking at it. He's aware, and he wins the fight. Great shot onto him. Exile with double kill. CZ with a kill on the Storms. Down members go one after another for one shot. Now down to Kilo and Quartz, who are on site. And it looks like this is mainly a push from that master to construction side. And actually, that smoke, was that far enough? No, it wasn't. Cat just walks by it.
It's all unraveling for one shot. It's just Kilo's flicking back and forth. Cloud9 skin on. Not gonna help him. AQUALIX.
I thought you said this wasn't their map.
It really just wasn't. But I don't know. Apparently it is now. Or maybe one shot. Maybe the magic's just ran out. Because remember I said earlier, they absolutely lambasted AQUALIX the first time they played. Way back in CL. We'll just beat the brakes off of them. We're playing off angles, rat spots, you name it. And it worked. Running out of breaches. Just crazy gameplay, right?
Yeah.
And then proceed, in the rematch, AQUALIX, rematch and invite calls, that is. AQUALIX just kind of handled them. Just kind of took care of business and won in a rematch on Clubhouse. And then here we are here. One shots again kind of getting handled a little bit.
I would say agree. They were just getting they're getting picked off. They had to roam towards that master side, and both the roamers get picked off easily. They get a kill on sight. They leave 2 people left on the defense. Like, again, it seems like maybe again you say both teams are full for that full court press, go for that aggressive play style, and so far it's not going well for one shot. And all that aggression, both on attack and defense, have not gone well for one shot. They've been taken down left and right time and time again.
I don't know, man. At this point, we might put Casanova back in there. This is just, Swayland's a traffic cone right now. He's also playing, like last round, he's just sitting on a soft wall and in the bathroom. Even if you were Shaiko, it's hard to play in that spot.
Yeah, maybe Slippery should have pushed up earlier to help him. Hard to say, because then he was just he was just taken up by Exile too as well. Once Exile swung at him on the stairs.
It's just a hard spot to play. Really, no matter how you put it. So
yeah, it's just difficult to. Again, it's difficult to roam on this side too. We even saw like AQUALIX on this site though. They tried the roam at times and it worked out once only. That's only because they really couldn't. They failed on the garage push. But we'll see if they can actually bandit trick this time. One shot. It Storms once again with those bandit batteries. But again, if you just have a double, you have the Thatcher, you have 2 hard breachers. They both put hard breach at the same time on the wall. You can't really bandit trick both of them.
Yeah, not exactly ideal. Gasher concerned. He's moving slowly because there's possibility some Muppet will see for him. That Muppet would have been Slippery, but he'll get away with it for now. And what?
What?
Oh,
did he actually get both?
Benny? You can't.
What?
Yes, you can. Apparently.
You just blew my mind. I thought they would get this.
I only have 1 EMP left as well. And there's still a lot of breaching that needs to occur, so they're just
how many summons are left? So they have 1 exothermic. How many summons does Exile have left? I can't see because he's on his drone, but they use the last exothermic on the jacuzzi wall to push Slippery and Swayland off his angle. Once again, like they're playing by this bedroom side. I don't know how many Exiles left, but if they don't have another, if they don't have enough summons left and they can't open construction into sight or get impact tricked, that could be the end of the round, unless they do something crazy like go red and he's just gonna walk in and Swayland's gonna take out CZ as he walks in with no refrag ability. Well, there's someone. This is Afer with that. What? Actually, what?
You read him like a book. Slippery just, that's a T-hunt angle, my man. He just came running in from construction.
Afer got 2. Afer gets 3 on that angle. He pre-fired, gets 1. Pre-fires to that wall, gets a 2nd, and then a 3rd peek in the same angle.
Oh, man, it might be time to crumple this strategy up into the garbage.
I thought it was good because they were actually able to ban trick this round, but apparently not.
Apparently not. They're just getting absolutely baptized on this side of the map. Once again, for the 2nd round in a row, they ran it back. Only thing that went their favor was the bandit tricking. Storms is in a very... There's one thing good here is that they did not open that main breach yet. So Storms can play aggressively like this, and Kilo as well. Doesn't have too much to worry about. They kind of have to funnel construction. There's not a lot of time to do much else. Drone's going to fly through, and honestly, this is still winnable for these two defenders on one shot. A window hop in and a door push. Who's going to come out on top of it? 20 seconds left.
Well, they can open
Looks like the... Oh, yeah, the walls. I forgot. The wall is indeed open, but it's still still a funnel, and a nice grenade from Storms is going to make things a lot easier. 1v4 for Kilo. Swinging around a team kill. Missed shots, back and forth. Another
team kill.
And AQUALIX is on match point. I don't know. That strat...
That shot would have been fine if Afer didn't kill 2 people through 1 wall.
I mean, well, that's part of the strat, though.
Like, it's part of the strat, but like, if the first person dies off the same angle, are you sure you're supposed to repeat it?
He has to. That's the plan. Hold master, man.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, why fight for it?
True, I guess. Oh no, because it wasn't even the master play. Because Swaley gets the first pick, that's fine. But then he gets the kill, he gets the refrag on the Swalen, and then he pre-fires in the bedroom, kills the other roamer, and then pre-fires again into sight and kills the 3rd. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess maybe you're right. You should be roaming into best bedroom, just pull off and just play sight, maybe.
I mean, well, it's hard to pull off when you've got 700 windows everywhere.
True, that's true too.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just like you have to commit to it. That's why you have to run in there, help trade your teammate or something. Otherwise, I mean, the rounds, people are just gonna die untraded. So that's safe to say we're not gonna see that side again. At least not in the same configuration. They're going to basement now, first time, but damage might already be dealt. It's 1 shot. Listen, I never in my wildest dreams ever. You know, I've been ironically saying, like, you know, Swalen.
So you're the analyst here, and you told me they were gonna lose this map.
I've been saying, you know, they're gonna get Swalen back. It's a good map for them. AQUALIX don't play it that often. Well, here we are. You know, I was wrong.
Hey, at least
for the time being, because me saying I'm wrong means that Onshot's gonna win 4 in a row now, right? Like, I don't know. At some point, you gotta stop trying to predict. Just let it happen. CZ, well, there you go. I don't think this is hard to predict. CZ's just holding it cut off, kills Storms. The top frag for 1 shot and gets another. Kilo just walks into the same angle. I think this one's over.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to, what was the last map? Villa?
Villa. And I'm not even gonna speak on it. So, you know what are 2 maps AQUALIX has never really liked? Villa and Clubhouse. Swalen does get Gasher.
Still possible. Hey, maybe. Well, so we Swalen and Slippery on the roam. Quartz is down the main stairs. There's nobody on site. I guess they really got to go for kills at this point because, you know, they aren't down a man. Maybe they're just going to go for the full court press, take the fights, just go all aggressive. Or they can back off.
I'm not going to count my chickens here.
Or they can just back off because they've wasted quite a bit of utility as well in time. Not maybe not time-wise, but utility-wise, they've wasted quite a bit. Opening up CCTV, opening up Jacuzzi. So utility-wise, they wasted time, but they've not wasted time. They're not wasted. They're down to the man in comparison. So this is still kind of anyone's game, really.
Seems easy finally getting off this. Seems like he's been on an angle for like the past 2 minutes. Gonna finally creep forward. EMP's flying out. And he's gonna peer into a wide open church wall. 1 shot and wide open walls. Name a worse combination because it didn't work for them that well in cash. It's entirely possible it's not gonna work that well for them here either. Shield, I guess, is some sort of aid for Quartz. There's a lot of ways to deal with that, including an angle from above, perhaps. Safer. Thinking about it. I don't think he has any lifelines.
It seemed
So
like
that
he
idea
did.
just went.
He bolted out
I mean-
like he did.
Yeah, and he probably realized, that's not gonna work, guys. I don't have impacts, so that shield might just stay up. Actually, it doesn't look like anyone has anything to deal with it. So Quartz could go money. He could be
are they
cash money
opening
here.
kitchen?
I'm not sure what AQUALIX is doing, to be honest.
Oh,
Just gonna run right past the shield, runs right past Quartz. I believe whoever is just doubled around, dropping the kitchen hatch at the same time. Afer with a double, maybe, I don't know, but he's gonna have to kill this last fender, Swalen, who's not had a strong game.
Oh my god.
He's got one more to kill. He didn't actually get the first gun, didn't actually shoot the shotgun yet. I thought we were about to see a 1v3, but no, we're just gonna see a hot 7-2 for AQUALIX, and never in my wildest dreams.
Apparently, you saying that AQUALIX is getting their wheels kicked off on Clubhouse was a bigger hot take than Casanova doing well.
At this point, it's inexplicable. I don't know what to tell you, right? I will say Swalen, he's had a bad day. Follow him on Twitter. Just follow Swalen. It hasn't been a fun day.
Yeah, true.
He's had car issues. He had to rush home, hop on and play this freaking game against AQUALIX, and then AQUALIX is shooting crazy, apparently. AQUALIX has rehashed their whole map pool, apparently. And he's going to have to hop in, and he's worried about his spot because Casanova is just slamming everybody, and it's just like, man. It's like, man.
Can't catch a break. Can't catch a break.
What can you do, Benny? What can you do when you're playing bad?
You could buy a Mavix chair to power up your game.
You could do an equipment upgrade, Benny.
Yeah.
You can get a Mavix chair.
You could be
Mavix.
sitting in comfortable style in a Mavix chair. You can get air conditioning. You can get massage. I wish you could get massage on the show. It'd be crazy. But hey, if you use the code NSG55, you can get $55 off your next order on Mavix.
$5 off. There's also multiple different ways you can save. You can save 4%, 5%, not 6%, but 7%, 9% even, and you can get free shipping. If you combine, like Benny said, that NSG promo code NSG55, you'll actually save additional $55 on top of all of that. Mavix.com. You could shop for the holidays. Maybe buy Swalen a new chair.
He needs something to help out. He's probably feeling down. He's had a hard day.
Maybe he just needed to warm up going to map number 3, because it's coming. Like it or not, AQUALIX one shot. Map number 3, Villa. Coming up right after this.
Hey, my name is Gasher, and I'm player for AQUALIX. Adjusting from T2 to T3 is just a little challenging, just because you can play underagers. Underagers obviously play different than older players. Kind of like you see it land, you see the Brazilian team versus the European team, etc. It's mainly just going to be, I think, how we'll have to overcome it by just being the better team and having better chemistry. So I guess our fault was fragging power, but I think now that we actually hit the system that we wanted, it should be easier to. There shouldn't be much of a problem. I think our newest fault would be experience, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. So we run in Hat Exile. Hat is just a really good mechanical player. He has great comms. He doesn't really have very many weaknesses. He's super flexible, which is always good. Exile is like the same thing. Exile is great comms. He can shot call, which helps me a lot. He can be a role player. He can be an entry. He can support. I mean, he can do it all. So I think those two players are really going to expand what we can do. We don't just have to be a team that like everyone has to play their specific role like last stage. We can just kind of swap people around if something's not working. I think it'll help us be a bit more unpredictable on certain maps. I mean, it's always good for T3 players and T2 players to kind of show off against one another and kind of see like where the that kind of divide and level of play is. I think it's also good for younger players to kind of show off because, players have shown their potential before they turn 18 and then they get picked up either to Pro League or Challenger League. So I think it's just good for the overall scene for everyone to kind of get your name out there. Outside of myself, I would probably go with Exile just because he's less, I think, known compared to other people on our team. And I think in CL, he's been on the worst end teams. But I've always thought he's been a solid player that just hasn't had the right people around him to really bring the best out of him. So I think it'll show in these next few games. I would say a combination of just aggression but consistency, because I think a lot of teams in the past have tried to be very aggressive and very loose and kind of just up in the air, I guess. But now it's more of like we're aggressive, but there's a consistency to it. And I think that's helped us, but will help us win more games, win more maps. So I mean, it would just be very good for experience. I mean, and kind of, like I said, kind of like a T3 players get their name out there by doing this. I'd be getting my name out there by doing this. I think it would just be great for overall experience, exposure, and I'd probably learn a thing or two that I could take forward and improve on. I listen to a lot of Suicide Boys. It's like when I BFP. I don't know. I really like them. I play a lot of Counter-Strike. It's what I usually do for like warm-up aim and stuff. Valorant, I've been kind of off and on with. I watch some TV every now and then that's kind of it for right now.
There once was a tournament during the season of snow, filled with contenders of might, with names Deez, Ligma, and Joe. Their road was a trying one, wrists aching with cramps. In the end, victors rose. We call them Winter Champs. Before they departed, they left us these words. Our journey's just begun. All thanks to the nerds.
Make that a 1v2.
2 seconds left. It's gonna come down.
Favor making a third as he looks up. Make it up. He finds the draw three. Stunning here from.
If you're an AQUALIX fan, you are ecstatic. If you have your Gaster jersey on right now, you are jumping in the air. You're doing jumping jacks. But if you're a one-shot fan, you're punching the air right now. They dropped map number 2 in biblical fashion.
Yeah.
AQUALIX just absolutely manhandled. And for a lot of intents and purposes, Benny, one-shot could have lost Cafe as well. They had the plot armor. The coach came in and did well. That's the only thing saving them from being, it was one round, from being a 2-0 for AQUALIX. So, you have any ideas? You have any thoughts?
On how they can win this? I don't know. I guess the question is like, how is their Villa really? Because yeah, but the last map was just that we saw a lot of aggression from AQUALIX, and one shot time and time again did not have an answer for that aggression, whether it be an attack or defense. And especially on attack, it seemed like they didn't have quite the fleshed out, attacks for their sites for whatever reason. Especially you see Aether going crazy, you see great strat, you get kills from them on their defense red too. It's just not totally sure, really. We'll go to Villa next, and I'm interested to see who's got that in their pocket. I think in the past, AQUALIX haven't done the greatest on Villa, but maybe it's different nowadays.
Forget it. Listen to me, Ben. From here on out, I don't ever want to hear about
the past
old AQUALIX ever again. I don't want to hear about their old map pool.
How about last week AQUALIX?
Okay, maybe last week. But I don't want to hear about 6 months ago AQUALIX. I'm done with it, okay? Because clearly that doesn't matter anymore. This is a different team. Put it to rest. We're done with that. This is the new era, the Exile era. Exile went crazy.
Exile went 12-5. Man,
Exile was making reads last map. Let me tell you, and we got to talk about this too. Kilo is stinking up the bathroom right now. Kilo is like,
so you just Kilo, but the rest of the team would do great. Besides Storms.
Yeah, map 2 is terrible for everyone.
You can't just point out Kilo when the rest of the team
I'm calling out Kilo. Dag nabbit, I'm calling out Kilo because you know what? I have hyped up Kilo as God incarnate 1 million times over. And so, I mean, 1 in 40 first map. This last map, non-factory's letting people walk in front of the platform, right? Letting his teammates die. Where's the Kilo I hype up? Is Kilo half asleep? I don't
It's
know.
late. Maybe.
Is it late, Kilo? Do you need a binky and a warm milk? Wake up! You're gonna have to, because otherwise one shot.
Need a warm milk, put him to sleep.
I don't know. I mean, you're telling me it's his bedtime. Is he sucking on his thumb like a little baby? It's 5 p.m., Kilo. Let's get it. But yes, we're going into Villa. Villa.
Well, will Thatcher go unbanned this time like we saw on Clubhouse, or will he ban this time? I'm assuming it's going to be the same Valkyrie mirror because it is Villa. Villa, like Mirror and Valkyrie are biblically annoying and very powerful, so they should be banned. But will it be something like maybe a Nomad and a different operator, or will it be a Thatcher Nomad as Thatcher?
It is. I mean, honestly, for one shot, that might be a good thing because they didn't play. I mean, I'm like jokingly roasting Kilo. It's like, dude, they didn't play well around Thatcher at all. Quite frankly, they just didn't really. It was almost like they would have been better off with it banned and having other operators available for them, available for their pushes. Habana gonna be banned next. Habana on Villa. And she's one of the operators who can get a wall from far away.
Yeah, it helps. It helps.
And obviously, when this map's a lot of impact tricking on this map. Wow, that's interesting.
That is, I don't think I've ever seen a mute be banned in any of my games I've casted. I don't think ever. I think I've seen it once in like APAC or during like a international event, but I've never ever casted a mute being banned.
I can say on my hand, probably I've seen a couple, right?
Yeah.
Valkyrie, of course, whatever. We know Valkyrie can blow stuff up, Z-pings, whatever, but
Mirror's available.
You know, Mirror's available. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So like Mirror's available. You're looking at a Lana ban. All right, let's do some quick thinking here. What kills Mirrors?
Habana.
Because Ace kind of does.
Ace kind of does, but it's easier.
You can
it takes
impact
longer.
trick Ace.
Yeah, and you can just shoot him off. Definitely easier to deal with.
So yeah, that's something to keep in mind as this game develops, and maybe when we see people's lineup choices, because there's no mirror for one shot. They're not opting to play Aviator in games with the mirror, which is interesting. I mean, to me at least.
I guess maybe because the buck is so prominent anyway, and you usually bring a buck and go downstairs with it.
That's true.
Depends on the site. Maybe they'll change up later on. I would say like at this site, like it's kind of normal for teams to clear below, and then they clear because C4s play piano C4s, so could be normal for them to expect that if you bring a mirror here, it's gonna get pops. But we've seen mirror do so well on the site, like you said before, though. Like we've seen teams play for the mirror for that vault execute, and you can just throw a C4 from the mirror. You could throw smokes, you could throw anything from there, and you just deny the plant from that angle. So hard to say. We'll see what they do though. Is a one shot going to roam once again?
I think it also, I mean, on that topic, and I think it actually speaks to the fact that one shot, I mean, the stars for one shot have been playing well below their potential between literally everybody. It's hard to imagine them having a lot of success on a roam or any sort of lurk downstairs. Of course, you see he's running around down here, but he's probably just going to go up red stairs or something. You saw a lot of barricades, a lot of map control going to be ceded to AQUALIX. And I don't know. I don't know. I think there's tales of two different levels of confidence from both these teams right now. One shot's just gonna, I'm just gonna cede over the entire master side of things, and it doesn't seem to be much set up for a roam either. It's just this player on the main stairs versus the world.
It's vertical pressure. Oh, I thought I saw vertical pressure from one member above him, like the Kaid. Maybe not. That Stone's just playing that Vanguard to help
there's
out
gonna be
Kilo.
4 holes.
Yeah,
There will be 4 holes here.
Nah, so he's just making 4 holes. Yeah.
Will that be enough?
It's gonna be something though, because yeah, Kilo's probably be under siege in a second. Yeah, they see the holes being made, and Quartz just shoots through one of them, seeing them push downstairs. And yeah, AQUALIX, they're not going for master side, they're going for that below pressure because the buck is in hand. So you might as well use that skeleton key to good use and try and push some of these players out from below, like Slippery here instead of Art. Looks like maybe he's waiting for a chance to open the hatch up and allow Slippy to jump down. He does get hit by the impact, but allows him to jump down. Do they expect it? Kid Hat, though, will get 1 kill off with that Claymore. CZ with another. They're pushing at the main stairs. People are dying left and right. Swelling gets killed with zone. Slippery downstairs gets the kill with CZ. Afer with another. Swelling off the main stairs. He's waiting for a kill, but Slippery just walks by, drive-by, kills Afer, makes his way back to red, but he's the only one left alive. At this point, AQUALIX has sight. They can go for the plant, and now it's up to Slippery to now do the job of the attackers and siege the site and see if he can find these 2 attackers, where they're going to be. Exile inside a vault with the first point of contention. He's going to walk around the corner. He's actually going to take a fight with the person behind bar, which is Gasher, but he's going to slow peek it. He knows Exile's there. He knows someone's inside a vault, but he's going to run right by it, keep himself alive for the moment, and try to rotate towards that classical hole.
rotating around, but time is of the essence. 20 seconds left. AQUALIX is pretty well aware of where he's coming from. Shot flies out of warning. Shot in exile from the other direction. Gonna high-low him. And one shot just got absolutely obliterated. Just no way around it. Absolutely obliterated up those main stairs. Got the fight taken to them. And AQUALIX is looking scary right about now. I'm not sure I'm not sure what they could do. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I watched that's a sparky play from Slippery, right? To throw the impact at the hatch, drop down.
He's just a little too slow though. By the time he got,
And he also got himself blown up. Like what?
Yeah.
Like
By
60 HP.
the time he got into a fight, even the entire team was dead.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't even get to see what happened. We didn't even see any of the kills. We just saw Slippery downstairs looking around at the piano and not find a kill, and then we just see the kill feed first of the Claymore from Hat, which I don't know where that was even. Did someone jump out a window? Did someone jump out something? Run to a Claymore? And then you see Afer jumping out, walking down by main stairs, kills the main stairs player. They push farther up the stairs, maybe from the balcony's open study, and they get those kills. And by the time Slippery has a chance to do anything, he's the last person left in a 1v2.
Well, sight change and maybe a mindset change. One shot, hopefully accompanying it. There is a roamer. A critical one at that, a pulse. Playing in kitchen below. Maybe an opportunity for Swalen to activate. Or just an opportunity for him to get hunted like a dog. Because there's a buck. And it's almost certainly likely they're going to use Buck to do what Buck does. Play vertically. If that's the case, Swalen's going to have his hands full. Slippery also seems to be lurking around as well, but really keep an eye on whether Swalen's gonna last in the face of the onslaught. That is an AQUALIX roam clear. Storm's down there as well, so he's not all alone. 2 C4s as well, a lot of opportunity. Again, here come the drones, here come the entries, here comes the French Canadian. It's easy. Gonna do some droning himself, I guess.
So far, yeah, Slippery was over by the AV side, but he's gonna drop down red, look around maybe to help out Swalen downstairs inside of Morio. Storm is well playing red, so there is 3 members down here from One Shot trying to play along with those C4s from below, but also because the Afer been playing the Buck, they obviously know he's gonna play from below to destroy that Electro Claw on the tri-wall of bedroom into statuary. The Storm Series force point condition seemed to stop anybody from peeking from piano. Afer's looking around, see if he can find anybody, but nobody's peeking just yet. He's thinking someone's on the landing towards the top of the stairs. Nobody's there. They don't even know if he expects Storms is below in the basement. But so far, it seems to be a horizontal push from AQUALIX.
Which you would think would present opportunities for Swalen and company. They're going to rotate back in droves. I speak a lot about on Villa where it's right out.
What the?
Question mark? Slippery? Anyway, I speak a lot about how, like, on this map, there's so much soft floor that you can take advantage of. And due to how vast and huge this map is, well, usually get away with just kind of walking under the main push. No one from AQUALIX is dedicated to securing the middle floor. It's, like, fundamentally impossible to account for all of that. So right now, where you see CZ is, there's an opportunity for a C4. Where Exile is, there's an opportunity. Instead, C4s are going to fly out of the window in nowhere near one-shot players. Looks like there's going to be a second one. Swalen walks. Oh, I don't think Swalen has any idea he's on the little half wall here.
Perch, yeah.
Little perch like a bird, but see, look, CZ should be dead. Afer's actually down there now. But again, that's just because one-shot's kind of afforded it to them. No real resistance anywhere. And will that be their downfall? There's pressure from below and there's pressure from landing now. I think the only thing that's kind of missing is maybe someone going Astro, but yes, Afer will die. But almost simultaneously, Exile and the rest of AQUALIX will push through the Deer double door. Repel from Hat's going to cut off a really critical rotation, honestly, here from the Astro side of things. Exile's going to push up and win that fight easily. Kilo pinned in the corner, but Swalen with the ump. This is honestly winnable for defenders, but they don't know that the plant's going down across the map. And well,
he's Cat's got to come back to the site now to try and reconvene with his other attacker in Gasher. So this could be a chance for One Shot to gain control of the diffuser, but it is kind of a place where you can see it from the bore window. Gasher goes down though to Swalen, so now it's just all on Hat and a post plant to hold off And can they somehow get this? They can somehow destroy that barricade, maybe? Oh, he's trying to long armor. Hat's gonna peek. He doesn't have an angle. He's got to jump through the window. And he's got to cover for it. Swalin's got to cover him. He does. Slippery has to cover on for him for Swalin. And now he's going to defuse. And that's a win for One Shot. Take one back. 1-1 in the round so far.
Yeah, for a minute there, I was going to say, like, Gasher's just planning, and Hat was on the rappel, like, 10,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Separated from him. There was an opportunity for that to never go down at all. But at the end, I mean, One Shot won the round anyway. And AQUALIX, I don't know, I mean, that was a really solid push. Just didn't go their way at the end. One Shot's just talented. They're just like that. Retake below as well into the buck. I mean, that's levels to One Shot's gameplay that we just did not see in map number 2. And at times during map 1-1, it was just, you know, a non-factor as well. So we're seeing that. Well, actually, no, I guess on map number 1, One Shot had a lot of success defensively, kind of running around. Map number 2, where that just didn't happen.
Also, yeah, One Shot on the first side would definitely had success playing aggressive. They had success on that second map on Clubhouse. So far, I'm not sure if I say they've had success being aggressive per se, because they kind of was all on site.
Well, not all of it. They killed the buck, man. That's huge.
Most of it was on site.
Yeah.
That initial roam, that 3-man roam, was just kind of walking around. They just returned to site together.
Interestingly enough, though, Storm's going to be rocking the pulse instead. Swalen said, you know what? I'm sick of this. You play it. I'm going to get nimble and mobile with Malusi.
Well, he's going to be walking around on that far side by the Aviator game side, by the main stairs. And now we'll see what AQUALIX does for this, because yeah, it seems like One Shot are playing a bit more aggressive this map. They had a 3-man roam last round, but they had to come back to site anyway because they couldn't find anything on the roam. They really pushed them until later on. And now we'll see if what AQUALIX does here. If they're going to clear from above, if they're going to go push on the site, and knowing there's a lot of roamers. They have opened up an angle into that basement. Nobody's really playing in the basement from One Shot. So it should be A for should have no problem just pushing in onto Pantry. Hopefully he doesn't walk into the frost mat. Oh, he's going to walk into the frost mat? Nope, he just walked right. Nope, he walked.
Okay,
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, well. Interesting frost mat forward. But it's not going to get them a kill, at least not yet. Even though Afer's effectively a dead man walking at 20 HP now. No Finka. Means his rest of his round is going to be very stress induced, even though that isn't actually a kill. It's the stress, it's the anxiety that counts. CZ kind of lurking way off near the front entrance, trying to work his way in. But this is a horizontal clear from AQUALIX. They're not interested in clearing the top floor, which we've seen this go both ways. The defenders can kind of, well, deny laundry, or at least make laundry a headache, because, well, there's a hatch there at Master. Oh. There's also the fact, did he just hit another one?
He does another one!
Just finish him off at this point.
Hey, but at least he's walking to the frostbite for his teammate.
Yeah,
like, there, kill first.
He's not pick upable. That guy doesn't check his corners or floors. Let him die. But this is horizontal clear, and well, like I was getting at, like, it's a lot of opportunity for vertical. What? A lot of opportunity for vertical play. Question mark. I'm not sure what the Pulse doing. What the Pulse doing? I don't know. Trying to hold down this angle, but I mean, again, when they push in here, they're gonna have to deal with vertical wherever Swalen is as an impact above Memorial Tarps, and just it's a pain. You hop in the window, you die.
Frostmat.
None of options.
Oh,
AQUALIX. Slippery just absolutely murdering them though. It's just Gasher, grenade in hand, and he still doesn't get the kill because grenade wasn't cooked enough. And just like that, One Shot taking this tertiary site and taking the lead.
That was, yeah, like you said, it was a mainly horizontal tank. I think maybe nobody went upstairs. Like, there was a push. There was like a flank from that main side going towards library, going towards the living room. You saw a few members go that way, but they really couldn't convene when it came to going that push, because that pantry push, Afer goes down. He tries to walk in. He walks into 2 frost mats. It gets finished off by Kilo. So that pantry push kind of doesn't really go anywhere. Then reconvene to try and take control of bike, control of Memorial. I saw one person jump into that closet. He shoots the frost out with Slippery, so they kick him out. Slippery denies the push from the other person coming from living room, jumping into the red hallway, shoots him as he jumps in that. Then he gets the last person. So just in effort, really, just that horizontal push Usually it doesn't go well, but we've seen it go well for some teams though.
Depends on the flavor of the day. Depends on the weather.
Yeah.
One shot. I mean, speaking of the flavor of the day, this side has not been a good part of the day for them. One of the most lopsided rounds of the day, or at least one of the most lopsided entries I've ever seen. I mean, AQUALIX just absolutely pieced apart this main stairs hold last time. The round was a little close there at the end because of some exit frags from Slippery, but for the most part, it was a pretty strong AQUALIX round. A pretty huge push up those stairs. Whether one shot has it in them, has the adjustment in them, is, I guess, highly up for debate. We see there's no alibi this time, so it's entirely possible. That might be what changes it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a drone or two getting denied will be the difference. We'll have to see, but it's looking like the same type of setup. A lot of vertical holes, and AQUALIX intent on pushing right up those stairs.
Yeah, the court's was playing below, but he's gonna go up the red stairs. And so far, yeah, last time I guess they know this hatch was open last time, so C's gonna be watching it. But we'll see if they can use these vertical angles to deny the main pushes. Last time, yeah, we saw, like you said, Afer went up those main stairs and got killed. So the rest of his team up those stairs too. What was got to kill? CZ as well was doing well, walking up, maybe pushing from that library. Oh wow! And once again, Afer walks up again, kills Kilo. Afer gets 2. Swaylen does get. Well, it's actually a trade between Swaylen and Kilo, or Swaylen and Afers, but Hat's there to take out Court, who pushes back into classical, trying to help out his team and refrag and stop the main stairs push. Doesn't go so well. Slippery now inside of Study, just kind of sitting in the middle of the room. He's going to back off into sight because that was not a great position.
Once again, AQUALIX obliterating one shot on this defense. Now looking to find out a way to close out this round. There's minute 50. That's a lot of time to think. A lot of chess pieces moving around. Hat going to 90. Wall's electrified, so he's not going to be able to open up a cross angle there or anything. But he's going to be there regardless. Mozzie looking for an opportunity to peer out into Study. Maybe. It looks like he's doing just that. I think he's in Study. Literally. He's in Study. Running back out. Running back into the site. Once I'm trying to find some sort of opening, some sort of way to flip this round back in their favor. Will a flank be on the menu from Slippery? He's considering it. It's on the menu.
I was by himself, though.
It's a question of how long it takes him to realize this. Caesar's downstairs below looking
to
do something. I don't know. Slippery finally does push through to Study, but he doesn't consider the Exiles on the window. Storms in 1v3. Caves in 1v4s. We've seen it before. But he's surrounded on all sides. Shots flying through the wall. C4 could come out and change the round, but it's not going to get anything. 40 seconds to go now, and the plant going down in just full view. AQUALIX and 1v3s. Name a worse duo, but it looks like this time they come out on top. And wow, that was more stressful than it needed to be.
Yeah, I would say, but still, again, that's that main stairs push from the side of AQUALIX. Afer getting a double kill. He does get traded out, so it's a 2v2 for 1 for AQUALIX. Then they kill Aquila, who pushes Classical to try and refrag. Actually, no, it was Quartz. If it was Quartz, he didn't try to push Classical to get the refrag. And then that point, it was a 2v4. Slippy gets a kill on his own, or not Slippy, one of them get a kill. Tries to bring it back. But in the end, they're slowly. The fact that AQUALIX got those kills, they take it slow. They don't rush anything too much, and they slowly constrict the last 2 players around sight. And then also, like, Slippery walking across the window and Study was also kind of interesting. I don't know if because he didn't know the players out there, but he kind of assumed it was clear from the walk into Study, unfortunately.
This and dining kitchen mean the only other sites, one shot's won. This round took a little bit of, or previously took some heroics to come out on top for one shot. Slippery's darn kid screaming again, so he had to think about it. You know, go tend to the kid and then start moving again.
10 seconds to insertion.
But Slippery's leading the board for one shot, actually. And we're still seeing, I don't know. I don't know if did Kilo change his sense. You know, did he change the res or something today?
Is that what it is? It's like every Siege player. Just change their sense, change the res for the 18th time. Oh, Storms. Is he going to get it? Is someone just going to walk by unknowingly? Oh, there is somebody. Hat. Though he gets refragged, but Hat kind of walks away, and that's one of the hard breaches off the board. And I don't think they bring any heart breaching devices on Aether, so this could be difficult for them on this trophy statue round, not having any kind of heart breaching when it comes to opening up that master wall into sight. Good drone though. Sees he's got a great drone. Knows one's in the living room. He's gonna see if he can pre-fire, get the one, but no, Swaylin is that much better this time. He's doing a lot better to this map compared to the last map, and he'll take out one. Maybe he can take out a second, but no, it's Aether there. Just spots out Swaylin, peeking through those holes, and he'll finish him off. And so, 2 for 2, still 3v3.
You can tell Swayl's just trying to go for some sort of momentous play. And unfortunately, when you do that, sometimes it just doesn't do anything for you. It's a net loss. Just gonna lose his life kind of for nothing there. But at the end of the day, it's still a 3 versus 3, and one of the 3, honestly, there's a lot of donuts and breadsticks here between the living players. So someone's going to have a glow up in this round, surely. But let's
Slippery's
see.
still alive, though?
I mean, yeah, Slippery's the X factor. Drone's flying through from the Flores. Going to look to get to the site, but there's pests. Even Swaylin strikes from the grave. Twice!
Wow. How many pests are there on the...
I mean, this is a legitimate use of Flores. I mean, just to...
Yeah. Well, they get rid of the shield at least, though, and we're going to see the timer on our screens.
I mean, it's an economic way to clear pests because, well, you can't control a Flores drone once it's gotten pests. I mean, why not?
True, yeah. It's a good way to do it. Well, we'll see if Slippery can be the X factor here and deny the push in through Trophy. They're going to notice, of course, that Quartz, or maybe you don't know, Quartz is in the corner.
Interesting.
Spot out Kilo. And so far, they're going to push in. Quartz could be unnoticed, and with a shotgun or SMG-11 in hand, SMG-11 for the moment. No drone will see him finally, so he's definitely noticed by the team members on AQUALIX. Smoke comes out, deny the push in a Trophy. Where is there another player from maybe AQUALIX to push through? Grenade comes out. Down goes Quartz. Exile looking to push into Statuary. Slippery's there around the corner. Playing bricks, waiting for a chance. C4 out. Kilo can pick up Quartz though, but Gasha's gonna push in and try and get both of them. Slippery gets the kill on a Gasha though, denies the one kill. Kilo with another. Aether gets his kill on a Slippery, but down to just Exile. It is in a 1v2. Quartz finishes him off. One shot will take another round, putting it at 3-2.
What a hold from one shot. Because their backs were very much against the wall there. Grenades flying. I mean, I thought when that grenade went off, that was round.
Especially because Gasher was walking in, and if Gasher was able to get the kill while he was picking up Quartz, that probably could have been the round. But Slippery was there; he had their backs, playing bricks. At the same point, though, if Exile had been faster though, in his push though, because he was pushing Statuary, that could have been a whole way to stop that in the first place too. Though I don't know. Again, all those timing things.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah. It's just from, the top-down view, of course. It's just different for me because I'm seeing it from a whole different view.
And Quartz is picking the dreaded Frost Mats. On Kitchen yet again. The final defense for one shot. They've reestablished control of this game, with the exception of these AVG defenses that have just been raffle stomps. One shot's had a lot of success just about everywhere else. And everywhere else includes this site that we are looking at. Kitchen and dining. Kitchen and Tetris, whatever you like to call it.
Wait, what?
AQUALIX is, despite bringing the buck just about every round, I mean, last time they attacked the site, no real attempt to actually figure out the top floor. Make use of any of their vertical operators or pressure. See if that changes this round. Preparation's still going. Preparation's still underway. One shot on the site. AQUALIX tries to work out their next move. Where is Aether considering going? Looks like in the basement again. Because, yep.
See, Aether didn't do any vertical play, but he was a frost mat magnet last time.
He's just in there like swimwear all the way up the pantry stairs already. Peeking into the site, looking to find something. Drones. Oh, what a pre-fire from Aether. That's pure talent. You can't teach that. Slippery gets obliterated, and that's the top frag for one shot. Off the board. Thanks to a very emotionally charged push from Aether. Pre-fires from Storm here to open
pushing off the kill, though. This allows for one shot to reconvene and know that it's a pantry push. So Swaylin, now Quartz goes down on site, though. Gasher with a kill. I don't know if that was on site or upstairs, but that's a big pick. And Swaylin here is going to be the X factor. Is there anybody watching? But no, they're actually outside the window still. The only person up there is Aether, and he walks up there. He's going to get shot in the back. So while this is happening, the question is what's happening on site? CZ kill at Storms. There's another person dead. Heals upstairs. Swalen's down here. There's nobody on site anymore. They have full control of site. Swalen gets a knife kill. He's going to walk up, try to get a kill at A first. Someone stealthed the window behind him, I thought, but maybe not anymore. One pushing from China. It's one player, though. Impact comes out. Impact kills him, but he's the last player left. Gash will finish him off. AQUALIX will tie this up 3-3.
What a explosive round from A. Just taking control. And now one shot. Their Villa attacks. Listen, you can see everything and anything from them just pushing in and rushing steady to the traditional fork and knife pushes. But either way, expect to see it all. Exile is gonna 6 off that Mira because we don't like having fun around here. Actually, there was actually no buck or anything from one shot. So that, honestly, if he had stuck it could have actually worked for him. But instead, they're going to just stick to what they were thinking and considering. AVG.
How is AQUALIX going to play different compared to one shot? Are they going to get ran over on the main stairs? Let's see what they can do, as it looks like it's going to be maybe a similar setup. Of course, you have the Kaid to prevent those walls being opened. The shields on main stairs, probably from Exile on the smoke. And probably Gasher will probably maybe play that landing on going towards the main stairs or going up the main stairs. And whether or not, well, that depends on the one-shot plan. Will they go for the same plan? Hard to say. They don't have a buck, so they can't really shoot anything below. But they could still use those, the impact maybe from quartz to maybe make some vertical angles, depending on what they want to do with it, or use them to destroy utility. That's what they want to do, but they have 6 grenades too, though, as well. A lot of grenades.
A very fair amount of grenades.
Not a lot of burn, though.
See a lot of one-shot players spawning on the north side of things, which may perhaps indicate a clear coming from that direction. There's rotation set up. AQUALIX on this side. Yasher still reinforcing. No, actually, I'm not sure where one-shot's entering in at. Looks like someone in bikes. Someone's winging around to the south side. If I was a roamer, I would just run away because I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm not sure what I'm dealing with. Kilo's pushing in from below as well. Opposite direction.
Oh.
Yeah, Kilo's just roam clearing as ace with no... I don't know. I mean,
just by himself.
Who uses ace as an entry?
He does have the AK-12. Nice gun.
Yeah, but usually after you do some breaching, which is now just impossible. There's no breach from one shot.
If you had a secondary breach, it would have been as much of a problem, but they only brought the ace, so... I like a breach anything, and they're still looking for Aether down here, so... A lot of time, Aether's going to waste a lot of time here, and now one shot have to look for him as much as possible. How long can he stay alive for? Gasher's up the astral stairs too, could actually support him. And Quartz just droned out this area, but I don't know if he knows that Gasher's already made his way into the bathroom. So if he jumps in the closet, Gasher may get to jump at him. I didn't hear the drone by him though, so maybe he's getting droned right now. Aether's still sitting here and dining.
One shot struggling mightily corral these drummers. Gasher's gonna escape. And Storms will also be added to the casualty list. Not the best to start to the attack from one shot. And if you remember Cafe wasn't all that hot either for one shot's attacks. Looks like adding Swalen in has not changed that fact. So let's see. So AQUALIX, I mean, at this point, just sit in a corner. I mean, they're shooting the planes off the ceiling.
If he smoke stuff too. And 2 C4s.
How much do they have to worry about here?
Oh, someone swing classical. It's Hat. Hat will get the kill. He'll win the fight. Now it's down to just Quartz. Smoked off from pushing through Skull. He's got to make a play somehow. He's got to pre-fire somebody. There's someone in study. Someone behind the bar. Kid Hat's still playing classical where the diffuser is. So Hat could still push up and take that fight. Gasher's got an angle through the drone hole. Quartz is gonna, look for a kill there. He gets hit by the concussion, so now of course Quartz knows his presence is there. He's gonna pre-fire with the LMG. Expects a flank from Skull, but nobody from AQUALIX is doing so. They're all playing back, all playing for time, and now at this point, yeah, Quartz is gonna take a second. He's just gonna let the time run out.
Yeah. Well then. Yeah, I can't say there was much notable about that attack for one shot. Notably bad. I don't know. The ace just kind of walking around.
Yeah, they're just trying to, I guess, the ace of Kilo. I think it was Kilo too. Kilo trying to just solo clear from pantry. Nobody with him to really refrag either because he was by himself in kitchen. And then from there, they try to deal with Gasher upstairs. Afer's still playing below. They don't clear either of them out. And they had one person, I think it was Storms, walks up red by himself. He gets killed out too by CZ. And from there, it was, 3 members were dead at that point. You're in a 2v5. Not a lot you can do.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, we're just gonna chalk that one. We're just gonna cross it out. I get it nap.
Hey, new site, new strat, right?
New attack, new me. Maybe. Hey, trophy statuary. We'll see what they can do this time on the side of one shot if they can. What they can do, and let's see if AQUALIX once again are roaming and if they can deal with those roamers. Unfortunately, they weren't able to last round on the side of one shot. If they can do it this time, there's an extension into aviated games for AQUALIX, so they're going to be holding on to this for a long while. We'll see if one should actually push this extension or if they're maybe going to try and invade it, bypass it, and go maybe for Astro control, master control only. We'll see. I mean, because to be honest with you, from the one-shot Villa games I was able to see, there was a lot of, I don't know, they are liable to do anything. I've seen some of the most ridiculous rushes you'll ever see. And obviously last round we watched an ace try an entry. And I'm not crazy, I think they're doing it again. A bunch of people trying to clear Afer out from below, I think, yeah. First floor clear.
Yeah, this is where Kilo came from last time as ace, though he isn't there at the moment. One person outside bicycle window. They're pushing from the living room side. They droned in on the living room side. Gasher's dropped into the bathroom. He's the drone. Sees a member. Doesn't get the kill, though. Gasher goes down to Slippery, getting aggressive. Jumping down as Maestro. Afer's still downstairs by himself, though. See if he can get a pick to even up the man counts. But it looks like he's being droned, of course, by the enemy team of one shots. So it's actually being caught by the drone. He's going to see one head. 2 heads are just peeking him. So he's going to pull off that one. He doesn't want to walk into a double peek there. He's going to walk away, and nobody's upstairs for the moment, though. So it's all horizontal push and clear for the moment from the side of one shot.
A whole lot of emphasis downstairs here, which can only indicate an Astro stairs push is coming at some point, if we get to that point. At least I believe there's 3 one-shot players down there, considering the push-up. You got a player on Master Balcony as well, looking to create some cross-pressure. There's a lot of time for one shot to work this attack through. I mean, yeah, Storm just kind of walk around down there. It actually looks like they've switched to Master. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure what their end goal is. I imagine Storm's just going to go up there eventually. We saw him go up the cash stairs on Clubhouse. So maybe stairs are just his thing. Ooh. Maybe 4 nades are his thing. 5 versus 3 at the minute to go.
That's clear the shield from Astro. It should be easier to clear Astro now with that person dead, though someone's going to take his place, but there's no shield at least. Grenade come out to destroy the electrical on the tri-wall. It's been opened up. Kilo can open the wall up with those Selmas and Quartz and Storms walking up. Kid Hat right behind the black box. He's been finished off by Slippery. It's down to Afer and CZ. Afer is going to get aggressive, get a kill on to Kilo, push to the bedroom, sees another, but Swaylen to finish him off. And now down to CZ. Sees one and Astro. Heavy damage to Slippery, but also heavy damage done to himself. He's trying to take fights and walk back into sight, but Slippery will finish him off in one shot. Will take a dominating round 2 on their half.
So the Astro push came after all. It'll come around eventually, sooner than later. Yeah, AQUALIX just kind of melted there at the end.
Yeah, I'll say, it was just one kill after another. Getting the first pick onto Gasher, who just getting aggressive on bathroom, jumps down to the 3 armor. I figure that slip part hurt him drop down the hatch. I hope so at least. And then, of course, getting a grenade kill on Exile. So they deny the shield and the player inside of Astro, and then the players take his place. You saw Hat take his place, sitting behind the black box. But yeah, people coming up Astro stairs. You got people pushing through the bathroom. There's a lot of pre-fires there. He's taken out by Slippery. Slippery then takes his place as Astro. It's CZ, another person pushing, trying to take fights. I think it was CZ and Afer. Afer gets a kill. Aggresses into bedroom because he has to. He's in the 2v4 at this point. He's got to aggress in bedroom, take another fight. Gets killed out by the Nomad. And then at that point, CZ to try and bring the round back in a 1v4. And Slipper's just pre-firing with an LMG from Astro. And they're going to play the site once again. And what can they change this time?
Doesn't look like a whole lot's changing. See Gastro on the Echo now. Maybe he's going to use the drone to help guide someone around. I'm not sure. Right now he's quite literally across the entire universe is Echo.
Last time he was Maestro here.
Alright. I mean, they have 3 reinforcements as well, and he's just kind of sitting in here. So I don't know if that's what I would describe as a, what's the word? A south over bar extensioner. I mean, it is, but where's, like, there's really no reinforcement on that bar wall, like, in the study, where Gasher's just sitting.
Yeah, he's kind of out in the open there, isn't he?
Yeah, now he's finally doing it. There it is.
He's late reinforcing. Oh, they didn't push us this time though, so I don't think they're gonna push it once again. Last time he jumped down the bedroom hatch or the bathroom hatch, walks into Slippery. Storm's pushing a pantry this time, and Afer, I believe Afer's now upstairs. He's left laundry, so now there's no downstairs roam this time. And I don't think Gash is gonna jump down the bathroom hatch once again. So it's actually a tame defense from the side of AQUALIX.
Tame defense. I already told you this is not. I would argue AQUALIX is playing more sensibly in multiple capacities than one shot, at least thus far.
Oh, can they find the electric claw? Can you look at it? Can you find it? No, it looks like they found the electric claw, so just kind of pre-funk through the holes, trying to find it. It's in the middle. They gotta shoot something up there, so it gets destroyed by the grenade. Nice grenade. Destroy that electric claw, so now they can open up that wall up. With it, they can at least cut off rotation between sites, and now we'll see what AQUALIX does in return. Looks like they're all just kind of sitting in their respective positions, holding off the push, expecting something. But looks like AQUALIX maybe, or one shot's expecting maybe some flanks. Exile's got a little peek up here into China, see if he can find a pick on someone rotating in from kind of dining. Exile maybe looking for a kill, but Storm's walking into the angle.
That's definitely angle he's almost been dry running, but Storms is aware of it. Exile just gets sniped to the floor. And once again, we're seeing where I imagine there's going to be a flood through Astro. Imagine that breach got opened as well. Yep, Swalen sniping Afer. And we have an attack here for one shot. It's kind of manifesting itself. They're coming up the Astro stairs now, meaning the Echo on the flank is going to have to do big things. Just kidding. No, he just gets slammed immediately. CZ and Hat trading back, but it is still advantage one shot. A 3 versus 2 with 20 seconds left. Not a lot of time. And really, I mean, Hat is just kind of a menace on Cade this round. A second. What's the decision for a one shot? They're going to start the plant, cover from the Finca. Just kidding. Just gets crossed from CZ, who's just in deer. And somehow, someway, AQUALIX.
Hat and CZ. Wow.
I lost hope the minute I saw the Echo flanking.
Yeah, Gash jumping down as the 3 armor hits the floor. You're gonna hear that. But Hat and CZ held it down though. Hat holding down from that couches there, pushing into statuary, denies the push from the members from bedroom, denies the push from that split into statuary. And then when he's getting pre-fight, he confirms the position of the last 2 players inside the bedroom. He's trying to pre-fire from the breach, hold the cover for the planter, allows for CZ the information, then the swing, deny that cover, then they kill the planter, end of round right there. The fact that the CZ and Hat denied the entry in the first place too, as a 2-man trying to stop 4 people walking in the site, pretty big on them. So hats off to CZ and Hat. We go on to a 5-4 in the favor of AQUALIX. We now have to try and defend Aviator gains once again.
I guess the good news is Swalen's back, right?
Yeah.
Sway Lee. Kilo's still just having it. I mean, it's even there. Are we sure it's Kilo on the account?
You're really miffed about this, aren't you?
I mean, this might be the worst I think I've ever seen Kilo play. Ever.
Sheesh, man. Well, hey, they got a few more rounds. He could try and bring it back. Well, we're back on this AV Games defense. We'll see if they can, if, you know, One Shot is a better attack this time around. They aren't chasing Ghost and Roamers downstairs. Oh, is it a rush?
Oh, this is the... Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's only two of them.
Yeah,
they do it with two.
I thought it was a rush.
Well, maybe they're going to go up the stairs.
He has the hammer out.
It's going to be simultaneous. They're going to go up the stairs and smack the door.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Right? I mean, they're just not droning CZ, so that may not work.
Here they are. CZ's in the position. He gets one kill. Can he get refragged? No, he can't. He's still outside the door. He didn't go with them. And the main stairs push gets denied entirely, as you see off the screen. CZ just pissed those swarms on the balcony. It's down to Kilo in a 1v4 technically now, but still 1v4 nonetheless.
Yeah, at this point, just playing for the stats. Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
Yeah, that was... It was technically synchronized.
I mean, they didn't even drone...
You were right.
I mean, just the drone messed up the surprise. You drone from the door.
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is there it is. You know, Kilo may not win this round, but he will get his kills.
I don't know if the drone screws it up or what, but yeah, this they didn't destroy the shield on the landing, so I'm assuming the Smoke of Exile played the shield. CZ's playing inside of, you know, inside a study, and the entire push just goes out the window.
CZ 1,000,000% messed that up. As you saw, I mean, the Fink is running in to like look at the stairs.
Why didn't Storms walk in to get the right?
I don't know. Beats me. I think it's about the third time today too we've watched Kilo throw Selmas up at the floor.
I guess if you're gonna make that push and you want the sledge to sledge the door, and the sledge can't pull out the gun fast enough, you need another person there to support a 3-man push, or the push into study. You can't just have one person walk in and not actually clear study. I don't know. I guess at that point Kilo probably should have been there, but he was elsewhere. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Hey, don't ask me either. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's match point though. It's match point for AQUALIX. Barring that, you know, Kilo just destroys the last EV bowl, which he might.
He might. Honestly, he's actually done it before.
Really?
That Sparky rounds.
Oh wow.
But,
Actually,
yeah, this isn't going to be one of them. I don't know. That round was just... I think it literally came down to they didn't consider droning CZ out. Because, I mean, that rush has...
Well, they didn't have to drone CZ valve. If someone's there, at least swing. Like if you have two people, if you have one person swing that, and they have someone behind them, and not just one person walking by themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're making too much sense.
And then the fact that they didn't destroy the shield on landing when they played the main stairs push, which definitely allowed for Exile to play that perfectly. Well, match point for AQUALIX. We go on to dining and kitchen, which we haven't seen from them yet, though.
Not from AQUALIX, no.
Not from AQUALIX, no. So, definitely gonna be a roam, though, because they they have the vigil, but I can't assume it's gonna be a roam.
I think he's picking vigil for their gun. Maybe for the impacts.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they're gonna be roaming upstairs. They're gonna be holding the top floor, and well, we'll see if One Shot want to clear vertically, like we not seen from AQUALIX, or are they going to clear horizontally, like we saw from AQUALIX.
Well, that's an interesting place to put the shield. I mean, usually you see it towards top Astro Stair or something like that. No, this is actually just right there in the safe door. Peculiar.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, the shield doesn't help a lot if they push from the
like landing
study side. Yeah, it's red study side over. Not a well. I guess you can play the other way around if you know they're not pushing master, but if they're doing master and study, then the shield's kind of kaput. We'll see. We'll see what One Shot does, I guess, in that instance. CZ's running around towards the aviator side. Gasher's playing main stairs, so there's a extended roam here from AQUALIX. So Gasher does get seen by a drone. He misses the drone, unfortunately. He's just kind of wasting time, killing drones, making it more difficult One Shot for intel wise. And otherwise, I don't see anybody setting up for a horizontal push, as Slippery's gonna pull the grenade out, see if he can kick Gasher out. Grenade pops through, not quite the bounce you want, so just do some damage. He's gonna open up a hole above. He's gonna pre-fire, see if they can get any shots on the members. But behind him, CZ's still downstairs, like I said in Piano, and he takes out Storms because nobody's with him and nobody droned out CZ.
Yeah, it's safe to say. I mean, their own clearing from one shot has been very regrettable, to say the least. Gasher, honestly, I don't blame Gasher. I jokingly said he was running around Vigil for the gun. I mean, at this point, I'm not so sure one shot could clear a Vigil. The way they're playing. See, I mean, he's just kind of standing here. Where did they get? Where was the person that was there?
They were droning. They were droning something. I guess I don't.
Like Storms died, and then no one like retook that spot. I mean, someone could literally just walk down the hallway right now on the defense. But it looks like they're just gonna try to force their way through China. It looks like maybe that's where the diffuser is. That's where Afer is. Afer doesn't actually catch this, so this is an opening. Kilo dies elsewhere. Exile with the with the camera out. Doesn't see Quartz. There's a flank coming through from Afer. Afer just slaughtering them, and yes, one shot. I don't know. It's just half-cocked gameplay from one shot on map number 3. Maybe it was their maybe it was their bedtime.
I guess like they had some decent defenses, but their attacks in all 3 maps were just flat.
With or without Swaylin, clearly that wasn't the issue.
Yeah, it was not even as no person, one person on the team that was making mistakes, just as a team.
But I mean, you do have to, tip the fedora. AQUALIX played.
Oh yeah. I did the fedora. Casanova did his job, but yeah, no, it has nothing to do with Casanova. Casanova did his job when he was playing. Nothing to do with Casanova. Just as a team, it seemed like there were some missing points, whether it be synergy or something. Maybe just the wrong day. I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely not the
the one shot.
Honestly, it's not either that I was expecting. Listen, AQUALIX.
Hey, AQUALIX are playing better. That's a good.
There's a period of time where AQUALIX couldn't buy around on Villa, avoided Clubhouse and Villa like it was a plague, and they just dominated those 2 maps like it was nothing. And for one shot, well, again, there was a time where one shot looked good on those 2 maps. I don't know about it. I don't know about it lately. I don't know if it's an SCS thing. I don't know. All I know is there's a tale of 2 vastly different teams going in 2 different trajectories. And this one,
it's good to see that the new team AQUALIX is doing well, but yeah, one shot team-wise, I just don't know what was going on there when it comes to some calls, some calculations, some plays. Not really there for one shot, but AQUALIX playing well. They had some great defenses, had some great attacks on their side. They were playing well as a team. People were covering each other. Love to see it.
Honestly, I can't wait for the interview on this one. I gotta ask some questions because this is. I mean, if you take it back to last week, right?
Yes.
I mean, Soup GG was.
Is Soup better than one shot? Is that
Soup played them closer than one shot did. So I'm not sure what to say. All I do know is this: maybe Soup was, maybe they were popping the Mike and Ike's Mike and Ike. Big shout out.
Maybe they were. Maybe they were powering up their game with a flavorful box of Mike and Ike's. Whether you can get in sour, mega mix, or regular, the fruitful flavors of Mike and Ike's could power up your fruit and gaming right now if you were to buy a box.
Power up the fruit gaming?
Yeah. Go play, what was it? Fruit Slasher? What was that game on the iPhone? You slash fruits.
Fruit Ninja?
Yeah, that one. A new high score on that.
Maybe. Maybe Kilo was distracted playing that. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Kilo was distracted by something. All right.
I don't know. You're gonna see the best 3 stats, like the whole thing.
Oh, not even Kilo, just like even on the second map, like this bottom half of the team ain't doing so great. Both Clubhouse and this map.
I mean, I had critical points challenge like where I was like, Kilo this, Kilo that. Kilo is the victory condition.
Like I know Kilo didn't do well today, but like I would say like there's still other people who didn't do as well either, besides Kilo. Not all his fault or anything.
Yeah, you're right. Just the whole team. Yeah, they just think, everyone thinks on one shot. AQUALIX is the greatest team ever.
Okay, well, I guess let's go that far.
I mean, it's easy. We're talking highlight players. It's easy.
Exile did great too. Exile did great on map 2. Did great on map 3.
This is the Exile Okami, or Okami. Exile from Okami. That is now. This is the Exile AQUALIX. This is the Exile era, right?
Is Exile one to see?
So we'll see. We also have some questions to ask. Mr.
Oh, definitely. I don't know who we're interviewing, but F1 ask some questions too.
We're gonna ask Gasher some questions as to what has propelled their team from previous iterations of AQUALIX. What has changed? What is the change in formula? Gasher, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win. We got to talk about something. We got to talk about Exile.
Yep.
He was a difference maker today. Tell us more about what he's brought to your team and why you are different from the AQUALIX that got slammed by a one shot like 2 months ago. How does it feel to be the winner in this revenge tour?
I mean, winning always feels good. I mean, with Exile, I always kind of, even when he was, on like Wichita Wolves and then even on Akami, I always kind of viewed him as like a guy that never really got utilized fully, and I always felt like there was always more than what kind of met the eye. And so when I had the chance to kind of try him out and team with him, his comms are really good. Like, he can shot call, he can organize well, his mechanical skill. I mean, he can hit some absolute stinkers and fry people. It's also very helpful. It's also like, it's good because it takes pressure off our fraggers. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy to be teaming with him.
He was definitely a difference maker today. And of course, CZ. We had him as our highlight player. Tell us a little more about CZ. Tell us more about this French-Canadian guy who seems to play all these power positions and whatnot, still gets away with it and gets his kills. How does he do it?
I don't know. CZ's just blessed. Like, I think when he was born, he just got touched with something that none of us are going to have. I mean, he's just he's very good. I don't know how to put it. Yeah, I mean, he's an insane player too. I mean, he can shot call as well, and he's just like French Canadian. It's kind of the stigma that French Canadians don't really talk, but like CZ shot calls a lot. It helps me because all I have to do is just say, okay, go here, guys, do this. You're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. CZ's very obviously you see him shoot people, but his comms are very good, very underrated, and not something you'd really pick up on unless obviously I tell you.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me that because quite literally I would have never assumed. Actually, I didn't know CZ was helping you out there. That was something I thought you were going to be missing when you lost England. Did you say that you don't need England anymore and that you guys are set? Like, you guys are ready for the future? Because you were coming out of this group, the 2-0, just champs of the group. How do you,
Yeah, I mean, last week's game, obviously today, I'm assuming you noticed role changes after last week's game, and then just scrimming, we were kind of something's wrong. We should be winning, rounds, we should be beating these teams, and it's not happening. So we put me on more just in your face space making, just quite literally.
Yeah, I mean,
real everything. Space making.
I mean, you're playing Jackal and Zof. And, playing Operator Roulette, man.
Yeah, I mean, my entire job is just make space, get our boys in, and not space making oh, I'm not entering, so therefore it's space making. No, my whole job is try to distract, get people in, etc. Had we put on more hard reach rolls, hard support, he's insane on them clearly. Our team's just coming together, I think. Yeah, I mean, coming out 2-0 is obviously good, especially after last week, because we were kind of you got smoked club, and then you barely won Oregon, and then you barely won the third map, and you Waltz, who is this guy? He's 15 on you, So coming from that, obviously, our team's Delta 40 has been tested. I mean, we're ready for whatever is ahead of us.
There's definitely some character development for AQUALIX, and I'm glad you shined some light on it, Gasher. Glad you're succeeding here. Champions of Group B. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have a path ahead of you, though. Hope you're ready for it. Playoffs are not going to be easy.
Yep.
But for now, celebrate and enjoy.
We will be enjoying.
Thank you once again, Gasher. God bless you. And yes.
You too.
He said it. Viddy, he said CZ is God sent. Basically.
He was changed at birth. He was something crazy.
I mean, I could believe it, be real with you. So, yeah, I mean, Group B winners, AQUALIX. Listen, a lot of people were pegging one shot as the leaders of the group. One shot, easy. AQUALIX stinks.
Hey, they still got ahead of them. They still get the rest of the season ahead of them.
Fermi was right, actually. Fermi is the only one that picked AQUALIX to win. Everyone else was like, easy. No chance.
No chance. We all have lost our percentages, but hey, Fermi's made his. But hey, this is only second day for the group for the season so far. There's still quite a bit to go, so it's not like it's over just yet. And look at the stats. Geez, CZ and Exile, Hat going off too, and overall doing really good on AQUALIX side. Love to see him keep doing it as the seasons go on.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think you should point out the.
I'm gonna, because guess what? If you had told me Kilo's gonna be 9-26, I probably would have picked AQUALIX. Because in that universe where Kilo's 9-26, it's that's not the winning formula for one shot. So obviously they've got one more game to perhaps turn it around, still make the playoffs.
Decider. You got a decider.
Yeah, they still have that decider game. But before we get to that, yeah, we've got to watch the other decider, which is going to be Eclectic and Soup. Decide who's going to be playing against One Shot and staying alive in SCS, keeping that at least stage 1 dream alive, making the playoffs and prospering in tier 3.
Yeah. That'll be a game. That'll be two T games to see. Actually, I don't want. Isn't that game on Thursday? I believe, right?
Which one?
Actually, Wednesday is the Eclectic Soup game today. When does that tell you now?
It's literally next.
Well, I won't be here, so I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Okay, well, bye. I guess we'll see someone else in your place next game.
I think it's CDAPS.
CDAP.
Yeah, you got CDAPS next. He'll be watching the game with you.
Great. Well, it'll be me and CDAPS and Eclectic and Soup right after this break.